My little pony, my little pony.
Hello everyone and welcome. Welcome back to another one of these specials. This is another Bronyville podcast tabletop special for you all. Once again, I am Apple Cider, your host for this. Chef Sandy is by my side.
Howdy, howdy.
Across the internet by my side, I should add.
It counts.
Digitally by my side.
Yes.
We have Roger Marsh with us, the creator of the Savage World of My Little Pony campaign.
Shalom, everyone.
Good to have you back, sir, to go ahead and do another one of these. Hopefully, this one will actually reach the internet. I gotta find where the one where we had the microphone on. I need to find that. The audio files are floating around somewhere. It'll go up before this one does, that's for certain.
That was an interesting episode.
That was an insane episode, I'll say that. He is a very excitable person. Good friend. And our guest, we have a returning champion for us today. Constant friend of the show and super good friend of ours. And I shall say, artist for We Love Fine Tees, one of which I'm wearing white right now. Not hers, but just a We Love Fine tee. It's Pixel Kitties.
Hello, guys. Thank you for having me back.
Love to have you back. We had a great time with you last time on a big airship in the sky.
It was great. I'm glad I didn't break everything.
I'm glad. I think we're all glad we didn't break anything. We made out of that particular campaign with pretty much the best result ever, and I think the best ending of a game.
The not exploding part was my favorite bit.
The not exploding, the Starry is fighting a cat. The not exploding bit, and I think the resolution that ended in a hug was a good touch. I really absolutely love that part. Okay.
It's like, we hugged him. Roll to resist. Can't resist.
Can't resist hug.
Who could?
You can't resist hug. All right, so Roger, you've got all of us crazies here. Before the show, we took care of upgrading our characters. Sandy is now a little bit more athletic than he was last time. For the most part, everything is the same. So let's go ahead and move forward. What is BVP number 6?
Okay, so this is Bronyville podcast game number 6, and the title is "There's Absolutely Nothing to Be Worried About."
Oh, good.
Ah, that's just reassuring.
Oh, awesome. All right, good game, guys. Take care.
Time to relax.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing going on today, so hey, we should get back to making that big batch of cactus apple surprise.
Sure, I'll just take these experience points and go home. Goodbye. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Roger, if you would like to set, please.
Yes. Let's see. Make sure I got everything. So, and just for people who are listening, I like to do the way I usually run this is there's always like a little intro where I talk a lot, and it kind of sets up the game, kind of sets up what's going on. So bear with me for a little bit, and then we'll get started, and we'll introduce our characters as needed. So, this is number 6, ready to go. I'm assuming everyone's all ready to go?
I'm good.
Yep.
All right. So, our story today begins on an exceedingly sunny and warm afternoon out in the crystal clear waters of Equestria's balmy eastern coast, where our heroes are enjoying a chartered cruise after a very busy spring back in Ponyville. While business has been brisk as ever, it has not been quite the same since Sweet Apple Acres' miraculous recovery after a particularly bad winter. The Apple family is back in business after Equestria's newest princess decided to stop by and conduct a magic wassail ceremony that saved their apple orchards and subsequently ensured that you will continue to have competition in Ponyville.
Yeah.
Thanks, Obama.
Man.
I know, it's this.
Tell you what, the government stepping in on the free market.
Thanks,
This
M.A.
is socialism.
Yeah, M.A. Larson wrote it. That's
Chef Sandy representing the Tea Party here in Ponyville. Yeah. Nevertheless, it's been a long time since you got to go on a tropical vacation like this. And
Oh, no. Not another vacation!
the worst things that happen.
I'm not taking any more vacations. It's work days from now on.
And AC has subsequently becomes the most joyless, boring pony in the universe because of our adventures. But anyway, Anyway, both of you intend to enjoy every minute of it. The cruise is set to pass leisurely by several small islands on its way out, anchoring periodically along the way for the ponies on board to enjoy the water, even go scuba diving if they want, before turning back around and returning to Equestria. So, it is the first day of the cruise, and already Starry has taken up permanent residence below decks, having become immediately and violently seasick mere hours after the ship has left port.
Or is she my hallucination, as we said pre-show?
His girlfriend, who may or may not actually exist.
I'm not a voice in your head, Cider. No. All right, keep going.
Anyway, no, it's fun. Apple Cider and Chef Sandy take this opportunity to enjoy the water. Partially shaded from the afternoon sun by the ship's sails, you tie off a line to your inner tubes, toss out a few drinks, and cannonball your way into the pleasantly warm ocean water for a good float.
Woo!
Yay!
Splash. So
Let's get drunk and float in the ocean. Yeah.
Nothing could possibly go wrong. Go ahead.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm just kind of like, I'm glad this is a business trip, not a vacation, business trip. A business trip where I can take a little time off, but it's for business. It's got to be for business.
I'm imagining exchange is like in Seinfeld, they're just like, remember, this is a business meeting. Really? This is a business meeting? Like, how's the business going? It's okay. There, we talk business.
There, good.
Sounds good to me.
As you're cracking into your drinks, you notice that there's another inner tube tied off nearby, and you're somewhat surprised to see a familiar face framed in pink and black, none other than your former rival-turned-friend Pixel, who you've not run into since the escapade on the Zeppelin, the Germans, and whatnot.
Oh, no. Oh, I mean, hey! Wow, I didn't actually mean to say that, but then again, it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, hi!
A vacation where we see a familiar face, of which the last time we saw was something bad happens. Oh, no. I mean, oh, hey! How are you?
AC and his frenemies.
Well, nice to see you, Miss Pixel Kitties.
You too. How are you guys enjoying the cruise so far?
Well,
Drunkenly.
A little bit tipsy.
Says
I've
the
been
wind.
kicking back some of the old homemade sauce and enjoying floating about in this fantastic inner tube.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of floating, were you guys here earlier when that pink earth pony lost her chocolate bar in the pool? Boy, was that crazy.
Oh man,
Oh, that does
what
sound a
happened
little
in the
nuts.
pool?
It vacated really quickly, and it's been really nice and private ever since.
I couldn't imagine why.
This must have to be one of those really, really large cruise ships that actually have a pool on board.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You guys are rebels. You're floating out the back.
Oh yeah, why not? We got we got these rafts.
Loose cannons as always.
Not supposed to use them, but that's just kind of we are. We're secret agents that I announced publicly.
Dave, the Special Affairs Division has denied all knowledge of you. You've been cut off.
I don't mind that I have a picture on the wall that says we are secret agents. Hey, so Pixel, good to hear you. Good to see you again.
You too.
I'm making a little rule because vacations are really iffy for us. So how's the Bruin been doing?
Oh,
Sorry.
it's smooth sailing so far. See what I did there? Smooth
Oh.
sailing.
Oh.
I've been drinking.
I hate you.
You're good at this.
Well, things are going swimmingly down in our neck of the woods.
Oh, these jokes could just
dear.
float downriver all day. Oh.
All the fish around you are dying from the puns.
But,
Their eyes are-
it's the usual family business, chartered accountancy, the Trottingham purity laws, automatic word processors and robot police statutes, the usual.
Yeah. I understood about 3 of those things. Yep, gotcha.
Yeah, we're cooking food and competing with the Apple family.
Though not
Doing
really,
math
because
with
Had a rough
abacuses.
winter. I thought, maybe you guys were going to pull ahead in the whole Apple thing. But
I tell you what, new princess comes around, starts throwing her influence around in the city, and next thing they magic up some magic their apple trees and magic.
Sandy, watch yourself. I know how you get.
So you're saying magic?
Yes, they use magic to rescue their apples, and not even Earth Pony magic, but unicorn magic.
What my cohort here is saying is that we didn't get as much benefit as you would think. Also, in addition, that part of our thing is apples, which part of that is pulled from Sweet Apple Acres. And please ignore any potential subversive racism he may have.
Well, I'm sure eventually you guys will totally come out on top of those terrible apples. Old unicorn proverb, revenge is a best served at room temperature with a very nice porter.
Yeah, I could work with that, yeah.
That sounds okay.
Yeah.
Something you can agree on. Yeah. Anyway, so as the hot sun beats down from above, and as you make your way through more than a few of the drinks you have floating nearby, it is not long before the gentle rocking of the waves puts the three of you soundly to sleep.
Oh boy.
Wait, hold.
Apple cider, you awaken with a jolt as a wave splashes across your face. and you all but inhale it.
I inhaled that.
Looking about, your two compatriots still float nearby, but the ship and the other vacationing ponies that are previously swimming about are gone.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh,
Apple cider, what have we done?
yeah, it's your fault again.
It keeps
Sorry, I
happening.
left the boat here.
So,
Yeah.
so was this a cruise ship, and we are now in the middle of the ocean?
Yes, you are.
Quick, someone make a fire. We need to keep warm.
I think you have some fire water laying around, but I think you drank most of it.
So here we are once again. You said there were some islands around here. I guess it's this thing to try to find one.
Oh,
Sure
this
hope
seems
there ain't
bad.
no pygmy ponies or anything crazy like that.
Sandy, watch yourself. There are more normal phrases we could use in Prick My Pony.
Midgets?
No! Sandy!
Vertically
Okay.
challenged
Miniature
pony?
horses.
Flank flanks?
No! Oh.
I don't know, man. I'm just a simple pony from Fort Withers. What do you expect out of me?
All right. So, let's not panic, even though that seems to be a good plan most of the time. Okay, so, all right. Look for land.
Huh. Let's see.
I type in "look for land" in the console.
Oh. So if you want to try looking out for land, I'll have everyone roll notice, or see if you can get a good look around, because the waves are kind of moving you up and down, so it's hard to get a good shot at the horizon.
Okay,
All right.
notice mine's an 8, so that
And
is
just to review, so you're rolling the die that's you have set for notice, and since you're all characters, you all have your wild die as well. So you're rolling both dice, and then you report each value separately.
yeah, and that's the wild is the D4, correct?
D6.
D6, okay.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
So I rolled a 2 on my D8 and a 6 on my D6.
All right.
I rolled a 5 on each d6.
All right. And then AC, what do you have?
I rolled a 1 on my D6 and a 4 on my D8.
Okay. So it isn't. It's actually you all got it. Okay. So remember the target number for a basic difficulty roll is a 4. So actually, but he got the highest one, so Chef would spot it first. You're paddling. You start kind of lazily paddling about, and then between a gap in the waves, you're relieved to see the silhouette of a small island not too far away. And you're doubly relieved, as not only have the waves picked up, but the slate gray clouds above and the high air pressure give you the distinct impression that a storm is coming.
Oh no.
Oh,
that's a relief.
man.
I mean, it's a good storm, but it's not the perfect storm.
Doho.
Oh!
Oh! All right.
It's happening.
Oh, this is going to be such a pun-worthy show. I can already tell. All right, guys.
Swim for your lives.
Come on, keep going. Keep on swimming.
So you can all paddle towards it. It takes a little bit, but you eventually make your way ashore. Now,
Oh man, my legs.
The robe.
as you do make your way ashore, you see it's a smallish island. It can't be more than like maybe a mile square, and it seems to be built around. It seems to be all centered around a kind of largish mountain. You'd think it might be a very extinct volcano. And it's covered in a little tropical jungle, but it looks like it's got a beach running all the way around it.
Yeah, it looks like Starry's linking us something in the images here.
Oh boy!
That you show something like this. Well, that's really small, but
yeah, that's a little smaller. But yeah, needless to say, it's not a huge island.
yeah. So,
But and I was going to say, so as you pull ashore, I totally forgot to mention this, but I have for this game I have my very good friend who's does pony fan art, who's awesome, and he's very thankfully done some pictures and stuff in advance for this game.
So, very cool.
I've got it. Where should I link this?
link it in the or actually link it in the Justin TV chat. Then Starry can grab it.
Cool. Okay. And there's a couple other pictures as we're going to keep going. This one is just a particular scene I knew would come up. So
Very cool. Ah, this is great.
There we go. All right, that's pretty good.
I'm like, it keeps happening, and Cider looks so sad. What's that on your hair, AC?
Brain slug. Oh, it's just a fish.
Fetty eel.
tickets on my face. And we'll give a link to his DeviantArt because he deserves fair credit for it.
Please do. That is very, very cool.
So, okay, I'll work on that while we're keep going. So you guys just said you pull ashore and the island is looking like it looks nice. It looks pretty quiet, but you can tell very quickly that there is a storm coming.
Let's see. I know I saw this on an episode of Survivor Mare. What was it? What are we supposed to do?
Okay. Well, obviously we need to use the beer bottles to the cider bottles to keep water in. And we could. Is there anything around that we could use to construct a rudimentary lathe?
Don't eat the snow because it'll dry us out even faster.
Okay.
AC being played by Tony Shalhoub today.
Well, I mean, we should probably look around and see if there's any fresh water on this island, because we don't want to be drinking any of this seawater. It ain't good, AC.
No, no
matter what you may think.
Seems kind of salty. I found that out last time.
Yes.
Experiment.
Well, hey, the good news is if it's gonna rain, we'll be able to catch some of that.
Oh, true. Oh, okay. All right. So what we got is, all right. So let's see. I've got a fish on my head and an inner tube and a bottle. Chef, you've got some seaweed, a bottle, and an inner tube. And Pixel, you've got what I assume to be a towel, a bottle, and a fashionable inner tube.
Yes.
Of course.
It is the greatest and most powerfulest of inner tubes, and it has served her well to get her to shore.
She bought that from the online Trixie web store.
Of course.
They had a sale last week. It was so great.
Well, anyway, so at this point you're stuck on this mysterious island, and just a reminder, you do remember that the ship was only due out for about 3 days, so you have about that long before it has to come back this way anyway.
So we have to be able to. So we have 3 days to try and get it to get ready to get its attention to get out of here. Okay.
Yes. And so, which means surviving in the meanwhile.
All right. Which of us is the most gamey? I mean, no. Let's not go this way already.
There are certain basic things that we need to remember if we're surviving, right? There's food, water, shelter, and what are those other ones?
The drinky stuff. The
drinky stuff, yes.
Booze.
Where's the rum gone? Did anyone bring rum?
We've been stranded for 5 minutes, so you stop chewing on my leg.
I'm already hungry.
AC starts to look like a large, what would the pony equivalent of a chicken leg be? Like, I don't know,
Bela Hay.
I look
hay
at
fries.
I look at
Daffodil and Daisy sandwich.
I look at Pixel Kitty. She starts looking like a a vegetarian hot dog.
Tofurkey.
Yes, Tofurkey.
For some reason, even though we're herbivores, we do it to each other. It's the weird
Yeah,
part.
how's that work?
Yeah. There's all this plant life over here we could attempt, but no, we go after each other first. All right, so we've got this stuff on us. What's the time of day?
It's like late afternoon.
Oh, no.
It's probably like 3 or 4 o'clock at this point. And he's saying this storm looks like it's gonna be rolling in like an hour or two.
Okay, so
It's a tropical storm, and it looks like it's gonna be a pretty bad one.
okay, so obviously with that, what we would need to do is fire and shelter being the two most important parts that we would need. And since it's a storm, we're going to need to figure out some way that the rain wouldn't make the fire go out.
Well, it's, I'm sure we can figure something out. There's probably some big broad leaves, and we can get some branches and try to make a little shelter. And
You should probably
Try not
head
to
inland a bit,
die.
not right
Yes.
on the beach. For
Yes,
the storm
definitely.
rolling in.
yes,
Inland
so-
a little bit, near some fresh water, if at all possible.
Oh, good idea.
Yep. All right, so let's stick together and go inland a little bit, see if we can find a spot that has fresh water.
Okay.
Yes, and if there's any caves, we should totally explore them.
With Sandy?
That is the best idea.
No, it's a good idea. We don't have to go all the way into it. Just to keep us warm and dry. Don't go crazy now. Remember? We're on a business trip, not a vacation.
If you keep denying it, it's not a vacation. Nothing bad will happen. I like the idea. And do you remember what happened last time with the Balrog when we tried to go too deep into the cave?
That's why we're totally not going to go into the Balrog caves.
Okay, so if you're head inland and start looking for fresh water.
Yes, fresh water, maybe even a cave if I guess someone finds one.
So this is going to be a nature roll.
Okay.
Nature.
Let's see if any of you have. I don't think any of you have this.
Nature.
So
We're
this is
city
gonna-
ponies.
Who do you
No.
think we are, Fluttershy?
Yeah. Well,
Too bad I'm not there.
Yeah. You don't play.
Yeah, but I totally.
she's the voice in your head.
Why can't you find any food, Cider? If I was there, I'd be able to save you.
You're a disappointment to your mother.
I'd be able to find food. Heck, I'd be able to find a buffet in there.
This is what happened when you leave home, honey. You're out of your element.
You're nobody. You're a bum.
He's like, shut up! Shut up!
We're just staring at AC.
Hey, Pixel. You know, I think
I don't have island
the
madness.
stress is getting to him already. We've only been here 30 minutes.
Someone needs to put a bloody hoof print on a volleyball for him.
Oh, this is going bad places. Well, let's see if we can find him a coconut or something.
Hoofson, no.
Hey, but Tom Hanks survived in that movie.
No, Hoofson, I'm sorry. I'm
Maybe
sorry,
if we build him a
Hoofson.
sandmare to talk to, it won't be as creepy.
Oh, I don't know.
I start hitting on the sandmare.
Oh, Celestia. What's he doing?
She keeps giving me these looks.
You're giving
I think-
bedroom seashell eyes.
I think you're gonna get a bit of a cold shoulder.
All right.
Cold and wet.
All right.
Wet
So
seaweed made pony.
all right. Let's go ahead and do. So I guess since none of us has it, we're just going to do our wild d6s.
Well, no, okay,
Yes.
so this is, none of you have it, so you're rolling an untrained roll.
Oh yes.
Which means you roll your d6 normal, you roll your wild die, you also roll a d4, but you subtract 2 from the total of both.
Yes.
And also, and remember, your dice explode in this game. So if you roll the maximum result on a die, you keep that and roll again. So say if you had a D4 and you rolled a 4, you would roll again, and then say the second roll was a 2, and so your total would be 6 for that die.
Okay, so I got a 2 and a 4, so minus 2, I guess, would make me 2.
Yeah. So,
I got ones.
Oh, man. You find nothing. You walk back to the beach.
I'm making the Sandmare.
I got 4 and a 5, but that's
okay.
a 3.
So also remember you have your you also have your 3 bennies. Yeah, you all have 3, and then again for your benefit and for the people who are listening, they're little like tokens you get 3 of them every session. Some character features give you more, but you can spend a benny whenever you roll to re-roll, and you take the better of the results. So if any of you wish to spend one, you can.
Otherwise, we may be lost in here forever. Let me think.
We're still standing on the beach, I assume, or have we actually moved into the foresty area?
You've actually moved into the jungle area and are looking around for water.
Trying to think. Do we have? I'm trying to see. I do have Elan.
Yes, and that's if you're listening, it's an ability that he spent character points to get, but whenever he spends a benny, he gets a +2 to the new roll.
That would at least ensure that we'd get something. All right, let me do that. So I'll do a re-roll and get a +2. Okay,
and I'll keep track of your bennies here. So AC's spent 1. There's a little box there that shows how many you spent.
So same, the D6 and the... So pretty much what this does is this means that it nullifies the untrained.
Yeah, it nullifies the -2, so you're just rolling a flat D4 and your D6.
Okay, so a 5, and that is a really hard D. That's really hard. Oh, that was a 4?
Nice. So you have a 5 and a 4?
And yeah, that was the D4 with a 4, so that was a 4 and a 3, so I got a 7 on that.
Cool. Okay. So, Pixel and Chef don't have much luck. Probably do just start making the Sandmare.
It's like, well, at least you're doing something.
What should our cutie mark be?
I've got some seaweed and I got this neat shell. Maybe her talent is being sand.
Hey guys,
and she is the best at being a beach.
Guys, I think I found something.
Wait.
I like to imagine
I think you found something.
You make it, the Sandmare is a unicorn, and her horn is like one of the beer bottles.
Sandy doesn't know how to feel about this.
It's like making a snowman with a carrot. Yeah. Yeah. Chef Apple Cider calls out, and he had his successful roll. He has indeed found he's found a couple like puddles of some not that great looking water, but it would be enough for at least a day or two.
Well, it's water.
And also from your roll, while you were looking around, you noticed that most of the trees on this island appear to be palm trees and like mulberry stuff. So it's nothing so far you see is really that edible. Horses like you cannot eat palm fronds.
That's a shame because right now I'm eating a sandwich, so I could make perfect sandwich sounds. Well, I'm totally hungry, guys. So all right.
There's been a lot of AC's bodily functions on this show so far.
There is.
Nom 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 nom.
I know, really.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Apple Cider has a sandwich? Where did he get that?
It's a sandwich.
Oh.
We're on an island. All right.
Yeah, C+.
Could try harder.
So you've managed to find water.
Okay. So we got water. Now, all right. So we got that. So I think at this point, we might need to split up at this point. Have this as a base camp. Before it starts to rain and get wet, we need to find stuff that we could use for a fire, and we could probably use some of the large palm fronds to give us cover.
Okay, I can find some big leaves. That's pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then the center of the island is like a volcano mountain kind of thing, or
yeah, it's like a fairly steep hill.
And is that pretty far away? I mean, how big is this island?
Yeah, I think like the island itself is not terribly large, but it would take a while because you'd be going through very dense jungle and uphill.
Okay.
I'm already taking a guess in my head what this is.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, we could try and build a shelter, or we could try and make our way to that mountainy, hilly, volcano-y thing.
Towards
and see
the
if there's-
towards the volcano.
You know, it's not erupting at the moment.
Yeah, it's definitely it's like worn and worn down. It's just an old hill basically.
Hmm.
And then, I mean, maybe there's a crevice in the rocks or a cave or something ready-made.
The
versus,
cave.
I don't know about you guys. I am not terribly skilled at building things.
But here we have water. At least that's one thing. We put some fronds up. We just chill out for a little while. Wait 3 days. The boat comes back. Hooray! We're safe. See how easy that is? We don't have to get into an adventure, really.
This is definitely not enough water for the three of you for 3 days.
Ah, dag.
We could fill up
Yeah.
our bottles with water from here for now and make our way further.
I guess. Get water.
I just don't want to be out here, even in the jungle, exposed once that storm rolls in.
I suppose.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
true.
I'm not a sea pony after all. This is
You certainly aren't. And those
No.
are myths, Sandy. Myths.
Jeez.
I don't
I've been reading some books, AC.
No, stop reading books. I told you how bad that is. Your parole officer says you can't have books anymore.
What was that line for The Simpsons? It was like, they're a myth made up to scare children, like the Boogeyman or Michael Jackson.
Now, chupacabras. Those
Yeah.
you have to look out for.
Oh, those are totally real. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Didn't we run away from one at some point? I'm sure we have.
Probably, I don't know. I don't care. Let's fill up our bottles, and I guess we'll keep going towards the volcano.
Okay.
Towards
So
certain
you-
safety.
Sure.
So you're gonna just keep exploring then.
Sure.
Okay, so you head farther inland, and it's really slow going. This island does not look inhabited. It's overgrown, and the trees are all built together, and you have to kind of stomp through a bunch of bushes and weave between trees and such. Let's see. Both of you, or actually everyone, I'm going to have you roll notice again because I abuse that skill a lot.
Okie dokie.
All right,
Notice.
let's see. Notice 6.
6 and a 4.
So 2 6.
And let me double check my character sheet. Notice it's a D8. Okay.
All right, got.
I am good at noticing, so let me roll my dice. I grabbed the wrong dice. 3 and 1. Yay! I am bad at noticing.
I got
I
a.
am-
Keep rolling if we get the max on the die. I forgot about that already.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I roll again. A 6, a 4, and a 5.
I have a 4, a 6, a 6, and a 3, so a 15.
Dang.
I noticed like nobody's
He
business.
sees everything. Everything
Secret
staring
time.
back at him. Oh man. Hey Pixel, is AC having one of those fits of his again?
Having
Is he talking to that starry? She doesn't exist.
I have omnisense.
Oh
Here,
man.
10 minutes, and that's 2 fits. This is not a good track record.
I'm just walking along, and I'm just like, that's poison oak, look out. Like, how does he even know that's poison oak? He has no nature ability.
You tried to eat it once, so it didn't end well.
Da.
So actually, it seems like AC is the one who leads the way. But as you gain a little altitude, you can kind of start to see out over the island. And let's see.
Ooh. This island really isn't that big. But, at least up here, are there trees up the side of the mountain? There should be. But,
Yeah, the whole center of the island is all jungle.
Okay.
So it starts to rain and essentially pour as you're making your way inward as well.
I'm getting wet.
So let's see. Sorry, I'm checking I'm consulting my notes here. Yeah. So from here you can the visibility is rapidly getting bad because of the weather. But yeah, but when you do manage to peek your head out over the top, you can kind of see that that there's a clear there seems to be a clearing on the somewhere on the other side of the island, and there's a couple very large trees on the western side.
Hmm.
Those aren't a house.
You know, those big trees, they would probably provide some pretty good cover. As long as we find some branches and put some leaves over it, it might get a little bit of cover. I mean, we're all going to get pretty wet here, but I'd like to have maybe a fire if we can do it. What do you think, AC?
Yeah, but half of the problem is we don't know what's in those jungles, so the clearing could potentially be a little bit safer.
There's a peal of thunder, and the rain starts picking up even more. Yeah.
And besides, that thunder could hit the trees. That lightning, not the thunder. Thunder is sound. My conscience is telling me something. I'm being told by something about using the branches to build leaves and... Anytime you say something, Starry, it is now going to be my consciousness. It's now going to be the voice in the back of my head of Starry getting in my brain and saying, you should go to the big trees and go pick off the branches. That way you can make shelter.
Yeah, she did. So yeah, what is the plan at this point?
Yeah, we'll go to the big tree. Sounds good to me. Anytime Starry says something, it's literally going to be my conscience of her back on the boat saying, "You stupid, go towards the big trees."
It's like an Obi-Wan Kenobi talks to Luke. This is the Force.
Apple cider. Use perception.
You're a moron.
So, quick question.
And that's
Since
the
none
reason
of us have any kind of nature ability, as a unicorn, am I able to start a spark or a fire or anything, or is that a specific spell that I obviously don't have on my character sheet?
That is actually a specific spell that you don't have.
So I am kind of useless as far as starting a fire in every way imaginable. Excellent.
Sort of. You do have glasses, but it's not really a lot of
Not a lot
sun.
of sun right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we could start a fire, and then we could use your glasses.
Wait, what?
See?
Hey, look at these glasses. I think it looks all funny.
All right. Well, I vote tree as well. Tree seems better than clearing, considering the rain coming down.
Okay. So as you head up, yeah, as you head towards it, and the rain is really starting to come down. AC, with your notice, I'm going to say you're fairly on the ball right now. You sobered up at this point, but you start walking. The jungle is fairly dense, and as you come to the big trees, you step out, and it looks like there's a single, like, particularly large palm tree, and as you look up, there's like someone has built a tree fort up there.
Oh,
Well,
would you look at that?
It's
Oh.
It's like a bigger version of that kid's place in town.
AC hangs out at the Chuck E. Cheese in Ponyville.
I meant the CMC Clubhouse, but okay.
Why would he be?
Why would you be over near them CMC Clubhouse?
I thought you hated them. They're the ones
But
trying.
everybody hated them.
They were always trying to like.
They stole our pots and pans one day. How else was I supposed to get them?
They wanted to gain their cutie marks in cookery, and they didn't ask me, and they took a bunch of stuff.
They
like
tried
that.
to get it in cookery, but they got them in crookery.
Oh. And they weren't even good enough at that to get cutie marks, those dang kids.
Yeah, I like to imagine he chases them off of his lawn with a garden hose.
Off my lawn, you dang kids.
Gun in his mouth. So, get off my lawn. It's done. Yeah.
I'm,
So, yeah,
I'm
there's
sorry I hurt our fans with that pun.
That was pretty great. Terrible. You're terrible.
Well, you look up and there's a single like large palm tree, and there's a tree fort up there. It looks like some ponies made like woven out of palm fronds, which means it's kind of spiky on the outside.
Oh, I wonder if some pony's there. I sure hope that, they're not, like, been stuck there too long, because I don't think I want to join them.
Hello.
I'd like to go home to Ponyville.
Hello, tree
I don't want to
person.
live on an island.
Hello,
I don't-
Sandy. Sandy, stick with me, Sandy. Don't let the island madness get you yet.
Okay.
Okay, there's one really easy way we can deal with this. All right, this is simple. Hello, person in the tree. Is anyone up there? Hello. Hello. Is anybody in the tree? I don't think anybody's up there.
There's no response from the treehouse.
If you have any intention of sucking the marrow from our broken bones, tell
What?
us now.
I would like to know that too. That sounds. Why
No one
wouldn't we-
answered, so that seems pretty clear.
The only response is more thunder and lightning.
Ah, let's try and see if there's any way up here. Blasted, there's no Pegasi of our crew.
She's at home, like ignoring you guys.
Yeah. If only we had a Pegasus friend. We had one once. Then she stole everyone's money.
That's right, she did. So if you want to attempt to scale the palm tree, you can try it, but it's going to be really difficult.
Look around.
Well?
Is there any apparent way up?
Nope. There's like a little opening at the bottom of the tree fort. See, there might be some rope that will be lowered or something, but
But we can't see it from here.
no.
Are
See,
there
that's-
are there any vines?
no.
So we can't swing up there.
That's an option?
Build a giant slingshot.
Yes. Can we make a trebuchet? And
Is there any kind, I mean, is there a porch going around the treehouse, or is it just a solid structure?
It looks all like someone made this to survive in. It's like a bunch of sticks and stuff kind of wedged in some of the palm fronds, and then it's got like a roof woven over it, but it's all enclosed.
So this could be like a Pegasus nest. I didn't know they nested. Man, the more you know.
man,
The dang secretive flap horses.
makes me think so much differently about that blue one that keeps buzzing around town.
She's okay.
Thinking she's got a nest up in the trees or something.
Oh,
Just hanging out, watching.
I'll see. Either way, you have to make a decision quick because it's very
I
quickly.
I don't
gonna-
suppose either of you weigh 80 pounds or less.
No. I poke my head in this
No.
hole and see what's in it.
Wait, what's that?
You said that there was a hole in the tree that there might be a
Oh, a hole in the bottom of the tree fort. I was saying it's like where you would lower a rope ladder down or something to get up inside. So it's currently like 50 feet above your head.
50 feet, jeez.
Big palm tree.
Well, this is useless.
well, there should be. I mean, it looks like you said that there's a hole inside of it. If we could figure out, what is around us right now besides just everything?
Just more jungle.
Well, and you said that there's an open hole in the bottom that there likely is,
It's like the doorway into the tree fort. Is what I mean.
and it's completely open to the bottom,
Yeah, but the opening's not particularly huge.
but enough for someone to get through.
Sure.
Okay.
Can we see up
You
into
know-
the hole? Or is it dark?
It's dark. So
Yeah.
there's no light inside.
We could try, if there is a rope in the general area that is connected, what we could do is get a stick. You could use your telekinesis, bring it up there, and just run it along the rim of the floor to see if it catches, and then bring it back down. If there is a rope, that would make sense. That would probably be there and still be connected.
I could probably do that. Yes.
Give that a shot.
How are you guys going to
I don't. We're one at a time, honey. In my head, one at a time.
What
Well,
one at
I-
a time? What?
What? Nothing.
Starry's just kind of muffled.
Starry just said, "How are you going to climb a rope?"
I know, but
I-
you know, your head.
That's just this voice in my head. Just the
With
next The next step is just like, and then you're gonna climb a rope.
with my teeth.
Hey, if Pinkie Pie can do it, I can do it.
Imagine like Applejack swinging from the vine from Look Before You Sleep.
Yeah, that works too.
So do we want to try and see if we can find a little like piece of wood or something that you can pick up and try and see if there's a rope or something connected?
Yes, let's try the AC Operation Pokey Proddy maneuver in the hole up there with a stick. Is there a stick lying around of driftwood, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's just fallen branches laying about.
All right, well, I am going to try and use my awesome unicorn magic to pick up the stick, insert it into that trapdoor or whatever up there, and then just run it along the edge, hoping to catch on something,
Again,
anything.
She does have the minor telekinesis power, which actually has been renamed. It's been renamed in the new edition. It's called Levitate, but
okay.
the effect is the same. So you levitate the stick kind of up there and rustle around, and you're surprised when you feel kind of a tug on the stick, and suddenly it vanishes inside the treehouse.
Hey,
You lose your telekinetic grip of it.
Oh,
well, there's something up there.
hello. Is there? It's really rainy and we're stuck out here. I'm a nice person if there's someone up, a nice pony. Sorry.
Is it possible to try and use Persuade on if there is a sentient being up there?
You can try.
Okay. D8 and D6. All right, I'm going to, in my nicest, most polite, and non-threatening voice, request that whoever is up there let us up because it's very cold and very rainy, and we're scared and lost, and we really could use the help right now. And 8.
All right.
And 8. Ooh. And 2. And then a 5 on the D6.
Okay, so that's 16, 18, and you have a +2 to your charisma
Oh, yes.
from being a noble. So you sound very officious. So that makes it a total of a 20, actually. Nice. Okay. So you ask as nicely as possible. Meanwhile, the rain's pouring down.
Yes,
And,
try and look pathetic, too.
Sad eyes. You don't like you see you can over the sound of the storm. You can kind of hear some muffled noises from up above.
Oh, what? Some ponies here, or somebody? I don't know if they're a pony or what. Oh man!
And after a few seconds, you hear like a little voice shout over the storm. And you hear, "Get lost!"
We can't. There's a storm.
We're already lost.
We succeeded.
Can we come up now?
Just get lost. You're all gonna get it. You're gonna get us all killed.
Well, I don't want to get killed. Let me come up.
There's not enough room. You all can see. We can see you. You're all too big.
I can suck up my gut. It's okay.
That doesn't make you any lighter, AC.
There's a coconut flies down from above and knocks you in the head.
Ow.
Oh
it.
no!
Beat it. We'll deal with you in the morning.
Well, we're okay. If he wants to go away, just tell us where we can stay.
Anywhere but here.
Well, where is anywhere that works?
You see a like palm trap, a palm like frond door slaps over the opening.
Oh.
Oh man, AC, we're not making many friends here. This is a problem.
Look, we're just gonna stand out here yelling until you tell us where to go that's not wet and not raining and not outside, alright?
You're scared of something, so we're just gonna make a lot of noise and bring it here unless you help us. La 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 la. Hello, I'm in the forest. I'm in the forest.
Hey, I don't think attracting monsters or whatever else is on this island when he's in the tree and we're on the ground is a good idea.
Is it? I don't know. I'm not really thinking this through. Sorry,
AC,
voice in my head. Stop it.
This is
I need to take some sort. Is there some sort of perk where the consciousness of my girlfriend is constantly in my head, just bothering me? I need to take that fault.
It's a constant low-level headache.
Constant nagging of just like, why did you roll? Why did you try and do that? That was a dumb idea.
You're a dumb pony.
Oh.
I could, we could add like a minor delusion. I think.
Yeah, minor delusions.
Either way, the matter still remains that you're going to need shelter soon.
Yeah. All right. Well, of our two places, there was the clearing, so we might as well try for that.
I'm tired of being wet.
So you trudge on. So basically, as you're heading over there, the brunt of the storm finally hits.
Oh, it's wet. I said we should have done stuff earlier.
Well, you're all basically caught in the brunt of it. So everyone roll vigor. Shrug off the effects of the storm.
So just simply the D6 or whatever it is?
And you get your wild die too.
Okay, so 2D6.
I rolled a 6 on my main dice,
3
so
on the D6, so 9.
Cool.
I gotta have something better than that.
Oh.
Yeah, Chef, if you rolled a 6 on the D6, so you roll again and add that.
so 1, 7. Yay!
I got a 3 and a 1.
Okay, so it sounds like Pixel and Chef are wet and miserable, but fine. AC is starting to shiver.
Oh,
I'm
man.
cold.
Can we, walk with him between us to try and keep him warm?
Kind of, I'd sorta. He's pretty big.
I am big. I'm glad you noticed, Roger. I don't like to bring it up, but, I'm glad
It's not
that
like this is a podcast.
I'm glad that you brought this
up.
up in a public forum, just bringing up how large I am. So,
Are we talking about worrying over the two swear words in the last game?
Thanks, Starry, for just changing my size in the chat. Just this monstrosity now.
Oh man, he is a giant. It turns out he's actually from draft pony stock. He's part Clydesdale. Oh man.
I'm actual horse size. Jeez.
Anyway, but the gist of this though is that he's starting to feel the effects of the weather. So you gain a level of fatigue.
No.
So the this is a let me just put that in there.
I don't want to be fatigued. That makes me tired.
Being tired is tiring. You can't do much stuff when you're tired.
So I'm saying the fatigue is a -1 penalty that's applied to all of your die rolls.
Boo.
You are cold and distracted and miserable, and the voice won't shut up.
No, the voice never shuts up.
It keeps happening.
I'm so mad.
Suggested we head for the volcano. That was stupid. Sorry.
Honey, you may think you're big, but you're a small man.
Why am I a man?
You're small and insignificant. Anyway, so you start heading towards the clearing, and this is basically you're gonna need to take shelter real soon here. But as you head to the clearing, there's a let's see, where is it? Okay. Thankfully for you, you as you head towards the clearing, you actually see something up ahead. And as you come into this, it's a small flat clearing. It seems to be a little flat area on the side of the hill. And you're very surprised to find that there's a small cabin right there.
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh man, it's the cabin in the woods.
I really.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
I do cold the cat.
I always wanted to see a merman.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's just get inside.
It doesn't look particularly old. I mean, there's no lights on inside, but it looks to be fairly recently made.
I don't care. I'm coming in.
So you're gonna run and throw open the door. It's not locked.
I go lay down and warm up.
So as the three of you open up the cabin, it's currently very dark inside.
Is it dry? Is it not outside? I am happy. I collapse on the floor.
It is definitely not outside, but it is too dark to see anything in there right now. I'm assuming Pixel has her light spell.
Yes, I am lighting up the unicorn horn.
Woo! Lighten up in this forest.
As she does, all of you gasp, and there's stretching across the room is a giant spider web, and there's a pony skeleton stuck in it.
No!
Ah! Wow.
I hate vacations.
Stick your hoof in it.
No.
Star is really enjoying herself over there.
So, wow, there's... Oh, well, this probably wasn't anybody we know, so...
No!
let's try to...
There's a skeleton in a spider web here.
Can
But
we
is
see the
there-
entire
I
breadth of
hate
the
this
cabin,
the
or-
most. I
is it like
hate
one
this
room,
the
multiple-
most.
Yeah, it's a one-room cabin, and there's big spider webs all over the place.
I'm going to do the typical horror movie thing and look up slowly.
Yeah, that's just the main. That was already the reveal, but there's
Okay.
the whole area is filled with spider webs,
Oh, man.
big ones.
This... Where are we? This is bad. I don't want to get eaten.
Hey,
Your
Oh.
option.
Here.
Your option at this point.
Well, hey, if we have we can get some sticks and knock some of these webs down. I mean, I don't see any giant spiders.
yes, but if they're giant spiders, they'd feel you knocking down their webs.
Uh,
Are the webs so thick that we can't see through them? Like, could there be things hiding within the webs, or can we see pretty consistently?
You can see pretty consistently. You do not see any spiders in here at the moment.
Is there?
Well, that's a loaded statement.
Is there perhaps the fact that this skeleton is simply here is quite interesting. There's no personal effects or anything around.
No, there is. There's like a bunk and a desk and a bookshelf and some other stuff.
Okay. Before we start knocking down webs and potentially alerting a giant spider, let's check and see. Let's find out what we can about this place.
Okay. So
well, I know for a fact right now,
webs.
at least we're inside.
yeah, so, just looking about it, looks like some pony was living here not too long ago. There's still stuff out there that seems to have been it's been lived in. Kind of. There's a little cot in the corner. There's a writing desk with a bunch of papers on it and some other such.
I go lay
And-
down in the cot for a little bit.
Windows? Just the one door leading in?
It's got a door and a window.
Hmm.
You guys enjoy the search. I'm warming up.
As best he can.
All right. Well, as long as you can keep your horn lit, Pixel, I'll take a look at these papers because I would like to figure out who this pony was.
And Chef would like to actually put his reading ability to use.
Aha, books.
Fancy reading.
These aren't the pamphlets I'm usually receiving.
Some sort of it's like Pony Lyndon LaRouche.
These aren't the inflammatory pamphlets that could get me in trouble I keep receiving.
Let's go ahead and not translate them out loud as we're skimming them.
All right. So, okay. So
Huh.
I guess Chef and Pixel are the ones looking around. So there's
Yes.
you look as you can look. There's the books appear to mostly be scientific reference manuals, books about plants and other such. You see several books on mining and geology.
Oh,
That
And they're-
seems not bad.
There appears, yeah, it's a bunch. It's like a bunch of old textbooks and other such. You do find there's like a journal sitting open on the desktop.
Ooh.
And for it.
Well, let's take a look and see. I wonder if the last entry is they just take the time to write some A's down. ...
That would make no
Liberate tutime exit.
that would make no sense for it to be Sandy. Who would write down
The castle of
Where this game is going, you're not going to need yada yada yada.
Well, maybe it's the castle of Ooh. No.
So you glance at it, and yeah, it's a daily log, and the name on the front is just Professor Blackwood, and it says Royal University, Canterlot.
Hmm.
And it's anything, but just as you just glancing at it, it looks like a journal for a geological expedition.
Oh, so somebody dug too deep.
Skip to the last page. See what happened to them.
Okay. Zip.
As you kind of are you just skimming it, or do you want to, or are you just flipping through it, or do you want to actually attempt to read and find out more about it?
Yeah, we should probably see what's going on for real.
Toss me something. Is that book the only quasi important thing around here? Is there anything I can do while I'm lying here and warming up?
Oh, maybe you could. If anyone who wants to try to just make sense of the book, it'll take rolls investigation.
Hmm.
And that's just again, I think Pixel's the only one who has it.
Yeah, sure. I'll do a wild dice.
Yeah, untrained.
Yeah.
All right. I can try to if that doesn't work out.
Yeah. I got a grand 0. Yeah, it's 2 minus 2.
Investigation's a tricky one. I remember running a game for a group, and the entire game hinged on them making a single investigation roll, and they couldn't make it, and I think they rolled it about 5 or 6 times.
Okay, is that a 1? That looks like a 1, or is that a 2?
You try and discern it, but the book was upside down.
All right, I'm going to try a trained. I get my wild as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, 6.
Okay.
And a 5, so 3, 6, 5.
Cool. So yeah, Pixel, who's definitely one of the smartier ponies, reads
Hey,
through
smarty.
reads through it. So what you can tell, yeah. So this is definitely this little cabin and everything I said so far. But the cabin was really set up so that survey teams could explore the island, which is rumored to have large and valuable uranium deposits on it. Towards the end of the journal, as you kind of read through it, it appears that the professor was alone on the island with the next supply ship not due for several weeks. At several points, he makes mention that he believes that there's some sort of other wildlife on the island, and he's seen shapes moving around the jungle at night and heard things like walking along the roof. And you get to the end. The last journal entry is dated only a week ago, saying he'd finally discovered significant uranium deposits on the higher slopes of the mountain and is planning on beginning a full survey the following morning. The journal ends abruptly after that.
Huh.
Well,
We're not hearing things walking around on the roof, so far we're doing okay.
yeah, that's a step in the right direction, but with
Look,
why do ponies need uranium? What's this uranium? I've never heard of it. It sounds.
Equestria is pursuing its own independent energy goals. Come on.
Oh man, I thought they had that magic hydroelectric dam that magically appeared at one time.
I always like that because it has like big Tesla coils at the bottom.
Yeah.
But the Tesla coils have hearts below them.
As all should.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Well, all right. If you want, I can pick something up and start knocking down these webs if we want to do that, or we could leave them alone, although moving around and not hitting webs all night might be difficult.
Well, it seems probably the best thing to do is so that you're not having to hang around all the time with that light spell out. Is there a lantern or anything?
Not that you see.
No candles, no...
Or, well, there would be I guess there would be like a lamp, but you don't, like, isn't like a... Yeah. No, you're right, there would be.
Okay, so something we could use to keep some form of constant light, so she
Yeah.
didn't have to keep concentrating on a light spell all the time.
Yeah.
Just keep
So-
the flame away from the spider webs.
I played Minecraft. Oh no!
Yeah. So yeah, you can light a lamp and have some little modicum of light.
Okay, let's do this.
So with that, so you're gonna spend some time and knock the bones and webs down.
I think so. I
Yes.
think we'll be much more comfortable without the corpses and spider webs.
Well, at least it's just bones, not anything more. I mean, we'll see
That
if we
is a
can.
very
It's
glasses
still
half full
bones.
approach. I like that.
At least it's only a skeleton.
It's,
be a skeleton.
it's
It's
only
not
a skeleton.
not-
No, if we make sure that it's not all connected, it can't get up and kill us.
Remember,
That's a
Sandy,
good point.
it's only a skeleton. It only used to be a pony whose body was picked clean and only remained were the bones. And this was only a week ago!
The optimist. So assuming you're probably gonna try to spend the night here in the cabin.
I think that's
I think
pretty much
I
our
think
only
cr-
option at this point.
Right.
Look for trapdoors.
We should probably, somebody's going to need to keep watch because, this guy got eaten, so maybe we should keep an eye out. Because I prefer not to get eaten.
Push the desk up to the door.
We can do
Alright.
that.
The door opens outwards.
What? What? That's the dumbest thing. Who built this?
Does it have a lock on it, or is it just a...
Probably not.
Put the desk outside. I don't know.
It's a cabin. It probably goes both ways.
Desk outside.
It opens
Speaking of the
outwards.
Have we gone through that? Have we rifled through the drawers and that sort of thing?
Yeah, it's full of like scientific papers, and there's some geology tools, little trowels and brushes and such, and
Well?
and then like writing implements, paper, that kind of thing.
Is there a trapdoor?
No,
Damn.
the thing you do notice, oddly enough, is that there are no supplies laying around here. Like there looks to be what would be like a supply shelf, and it's empty.
The spiders stole his food.
So they're thieves, and they eat ponies. They're just rotten.
Well, that wasn't how the pony was when they got him. He wasn't rotten because they ate him.
Remember that one time those crazy mares that always hang out together were talking about that those spiders? One of them had a bowler hat. Maybe they stole his clothes too.
I don't think those ponies are right. They say all kinds of things.
Ah, man. Ever since they came to town, it's certainly been more interesting, that's for certain. I just try to keep my distance. 'Cause all those ponies are crazy.
My parents say those ponies are trouble.
I imagine so, but that doesn't really help us now. But the only thing I do remember, they were telling that story, and the spiders were wearing clothes. So maybe that's what they did. They stole his clothes.
Does the
Watch out for
skeleton have
spiders
clothes
wearing.
on?
Watch out for spiders wearing hats.
Just for spiders in general, really. But
So how much general spider web stuff did we pick up?
a pretty good amount. I'm assuming you kind of toss it outside.
We may need it for something. Or, better idea, keep it, and that way we can use it for torches.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Oh!
Wrap it around one of the long bones of the pony, and you got a torch.
Okay, creepy. Not what I was thinking, but okay. We're already savages. We've
Already devolved into savagery.
We can use the bones of the dead to make torches.
Hey, it's not like they're going to be using them again.
Exactly. We are in a survival situation.
I
on,
know,
No.
but
Pixel, your magic is powered by the souls of the damned, right?
Right.
Oh,
I need to take his juicy essence for my own.
hey, what are those little purple stones floating around your head?
Nothing.
See, that makes you think of the that MST3K short about cheating. It's just like, and there was Mary, her head full of all the answers you need, and they're like, split it open now. Anyway, so okay, if you're gonna collect up the spider webs and kind of gingerly put the bones somewhere else.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
So we're not after 3 days. Once we finally get off the island, we don't have horrific regret.
Oh.
Regret, stories, it's all the same.
Have you all seen that movie, Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Yes.
Oh, I love that movie. Yes.
I'd imagine
No.
you guys come back. You guys come back like you get picked up and you're wearing pony bones and like all stuff and like we have had a doozy of a vacation.
Like, please ignore the ribcage armor. That wasn't from anybody you know. Don't ask questions.
Just take us home. All right.
With the rain pounding on the roof above, you can all finally get some sleep, even though you're all still wet and miserable and tired and cold. The cabin's not particularly well insulated. Who's gonna be keeping watch?
I'm assuming we can do this in shifts. AC needs some rest first, so let him sleep, and I'll take first watch if Sandy wants to get some rest too. I'll
Okay,
wake
I'll
Sandy up in a little while.
Okay.
that sounds good. I'll try to get a little bit of rest, and you can keep reading these books if you're interested, and watch out for them.
I've got
Carve
matters.
Grimshaw into the bones. Yeah.
We start looking. Sandy wakes up at one moment and looks back, and for some reason there's a beacon in the room now. Wait, what? Oh no! It's the red beacon. Run away!
Okay, so Pixel's taking first watch. As I said, it's about an hour in. She's kind of probably fiddling with the lamp go ahead and roll notice. Just Pixel. The other two are asleep.
I am.
Notice. That is a 6. All right, so
Yay.
here we go. So I got 6 and a 2, and then a 1. So 1, 6, 2, 9,
7. Or,
7.
Well, you
Was
take the highest plus that 1.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You don't add both dice together. It's your notice die, which in your case is a 6, and your wild die is also a 6.
I see. Okay.
Imagine it's like you're rolling 2 rolls at once.
Mm-hmm. So what happened is you rolled 2d6. One of them was
a 6, and then I rolled again, and that was a 1.
So
Yes.
yeah, so that one's 7.
Your total is 7. Okay.
7.
Let me roll here. Aha.
Oh no!
Aha.
I don't like it
don't
when
like that,
GMs
aha.
go aha.
I'm putting my mic down so you can hear me rolling. Okay, so Pixel is on. She is awake and alert, and probably like occupying herself, like probably glancing bored, like boringly at a couple of the books.
But not alert enough.
Yes.
Oh no!
So as you're doing that, though, you Pixel, you begin to you get like a sensation that something's going wrong here.
Or
Yeah, and you turn there's unless you feel kind of like a tickle on the back of your neck.
Oh, great. Okay, so I turn around if I feel a tickle on the back of my neck.
Turn around and sure enough, hanging from the ceiling by a long strand of web, there are several very large, bloated gray and green spiders.
There is only one thing I can do, which is shriek.
So she lets out a shriek, but they do have the drop on you.
Okay, that makes sense. All right.
So we're like as a Chef and AC are waking up here. One second, I have to set the mic down.
I'm now adding creepy music to this scene, just so you know. We're getting a whole bunch of theremin in this.
Okay, so we're just gonna go into combat here real quick.
Okay.
And just for people's just know what was going on here. Her roll was opposed against against the spider's stealth skill, and they rolled really, really well. So
Okay.
I think I got a total of 24.
Oh crap.
Yeah. They do have a good.
Just spiders.
They do have a good stealth skill, but I just rolled really well. They have a D10. Okay, and then in Savage Worlds, initiative is determined by with playing cards. So I'm going to shuffle those up here real quick. So okay, so I'm gonna deal this out. So this is called the surprise round, and it's where since the spiders got AC and Chef are asleep, so they're not acting. If Pixel, if you had beaten them in that roll, you would get
Yes.
you would get if you would have gotten to participate in the surprise round.
Okay.
So basically, they get a free shot at you.
Okay.
So the spider. So as you look at, there are 4 large spiders in the room. And Neil, so you're in a small cabin, so everything. Like I don't really need a map for this. Everyone's within range of everything, pretty much. So two of the spiders go towards your sleeping companions, and they spend their turn like actually getting over there. And there's two that get the drop on you.
Okay.
So they're gonna make. So they're like, let's see. They want to do. They are like basically mindless animals, so they're just going to try to bite you.
Oh man.
So I'm rolling their fighting skill, and your parry is 2, so I need 2s or better to hit you.
Okay. That's
Yes.
No, don't laugh. That means bad things.
So both of them managed to grab hold of you.
Oh no.
So one spider is going to let's see, hold on a second. Actually, let me take that back. I'm going to keep that, but I have to reference the book here. So one of them is going to try to grapple you, actually. So Pixel, I'm going to have you roll fighting. You're not very skilled at it, but you can still attempt. So you don't have fighting, so you roll an untrained roll.
which is D4.
D4 at -2.
Okay.
And you also roll your wild die, and that also has a -2.
Okay. Well, I got a 4 on each, so 2. Nice.
Okay. So yeah, the spider is trying to grapple you, gets you. He rolls a 4. So you're now grabbed.
Do I get another roll on the 4 since the D4 since I did roll a 4?
Oh yes, you do.
Oh, okay, good. Well
Yeah.
then, another 4,
Roll again.
and the die fell, and a 1.
Okay,
You
so your
thought
total
you
is
grabbed
9 -2. So
Okay.
the total of that is 7. So no, actually, you do bat away the spider that tries to grab you.
You thought that he
So
grabbed
you
it.
go, yeah. Manage to slap him away. The other one does just bite you.
Okay.
Oh no.
So let me bring up this section here. So he's just gonna go for he just bites you. Let's see. And so I'm gonna roll damage here in this
Okay.
case. Oh. Okay, so he does do you do have a fairly high toughness because you have a higher vigor and you're not wearing armor or anything. So, but he does do enough damage to hit you so you're not shaken.
Ow. Okay, what's that mean?
It is while you're shaken. We'll get to it when it gets to your
Okay,
your turn
okay.
coming up. But basically, it means you can't do much while you're shaken, and you have to roll to become unshaken. But that was the surprise round. So she shrieks and manages to bat away one of the spiders. The other one managed to grab a hold of her, or doesn't really grab, but bites. So, and it's at that moment when AC and Chef are awakened by your scream.
Ah!
And are probably really unpleasantly surprised to see 2 giant spiders sliding down towards them.
So are we awake yet?
Yes, you're now awake, and I'm drawing your initiative right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Joker.
So,
I want a
these-
Joker. I want a Joker. I want a Joker.
Yeah, Joker is awesome. But okay, so the order is going to be spiders with the King of Hearts,
Oh,
Pixel with the Queen of Clubs, and Chef with the 8 of Hearts, and AC with the 7 of Diamonds.
boo. All right.
So the spiders are going first, and the 2 that were coming towards AC and you 2 are going to go after you. They are both going to attempt to grab you.
No.
They're big spidery claws. So both AC and Chef roll fighting.
All right, I
right.
had a 6.
Oh
in that.
man, this fighting thing, I'm not very good at it. Ah!
All right.
Spiders! Big, horrible, oh god, spiders. 3 and a 2.
Oh,
That's
no.
not very good.
I got a 5, a 6, and the reroll was 3, so I got a 9.
Okay, and let's see.
But I have the -1 if I'm still fatigued.
So Chef, you got a 3 total.
Yeah, 3 and a 2 on the...
Okay, so both of you have fighting. So AC, what's your total?
So I have fighting, so I rolled a 5 and a 6 plus the raise, which was the 3. If I still am fatigued, so -1, so that would be 8.
More. You actually both managed to get it. The spider we're trying to grab AC totally fails the 1, and the one trying to grab Chef gets a 3. So it's a tie. I think that's inconclusive. Let me double check. I hate doing this on air, but
Gotta check.
Rule check.
Okay.
Check. It's
yep,
now
no,
time
it's
for the rule check.
it's a tie on a opposed roll, so which is inconclusive. So the spider manages to kind of grab you for a second, but you kind of worm out of it. And the other 2 spiders, which are still like harassing Pixel Kitties, are they're going to now frustratedly team up to try to grab her. So. So go ahead and roll fighting again.
All right. Let's see. That was the D6 and the untrained D4. Yeah, got a 6 on the 6
Nice. Keep rolling.
and a 4.
Hey.
So 10 minus 2 is 8.
All right. So very good. They get a total of even with an assist, they get a total of 5. So you once again manage to dodge out of the way of get away from the spiders, but you can definitely you can feel the effects. Like that bite stings, and you're guessing that spider bites are probably not a good thing.
Probably not.
So that's it for them. It's now Pixel's turn.
Okay,
So-
and I'm going to try and not be shaken, I assume.
Yeah. So the way this works is when you're on your turn, when you're shaken, the only things you can do are move half your speed and attempt to become unshaken, and that's a spirit roll.
Okay.
If you're successful, you're no longer shaken, but that's the end of your turn. If you get a raise, which is if you get a 4 over whatever the target number is, you can also act that turn. And
Okay.
if you want, you can spend a Benny to just immediately become unshaken.
And I have 3 bennies?
Yeah, but it's like you don't need to spend one until you roll. So
Okay.
if you really need to act this turn, you can.
All right,
So,
let's see what happens
spirit?
with the rolls. My spirit is D8.
Oh, no.
A 2 and a 1.
Ugh.
So I guess I'll use the Benny then.
Okay, so you spend 1. You still got 2 more. But you are no longer shaken, and you can immediately act this turn if you want. So
Okay.
basically, yeah.
How big are the spiders? Pony sized?
No, they're about half your size, which is still outrageously huge.
Are they light enough that I can telekinesis pick one up?
Yes, actually.
I'd like to pick one up and kind of try and shove it into the other one.
Throw them out the window. Ah!
So you're gonna attempt. Okay, so you're gonna roll. Let's see. Okay, so try to throw him out the window. So since you're trying to move him against his will, this is an opposed roll. So
Okay.
roll your spellcraft, and then tell me what your total result is, and then I'm gonna roll the spider's spirit, and that'll tell me. And whoever, if you win, you can move the spider. If he wins, you don't manage to get a hold of him.
Okay. 7 on the D8.
I'm gonna spend one of my bennies that I have as a game master to reroll
Okay.
the spider.
Ooh.
Drat. Okay, so I get a 4.
Yay!
We players win again.
So the spider resists, but you manage to grab hold of him and move him out the window. So that'll slow him down, but he could theoretically crawl back in later.
I was actually trying to move one spider into the other spider to try and kind of knock them both away.
Oh, okay. Yes, I think that'll work. Let me roll for the other spider real quick.
Okay.
Smart move.
Go Team Venture.
Man, how many dice do not work tonight? Yeah, so the other I rolled agility. Since this is one of those this is one of the situations where you have to make stuff up on the fly, which is really easy in Savage Worlds. But so I rolled agility for the other spider to jump out of the way, and he failed. So you push both of them and send them like bonk into the wall.
Okay.
So you've delayed them for a second. At least
That's
buy you
what I was
some breathing.
hoping.
Okay, so Chef, your turn.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to bat the spider near me away because I don't like getting eaten. That's bad. Being bitten by spiders is bad.
I applaud. I agree.
So at this point, are we going to be rolling fighting again versus the creature? Or can I try to intimidate him by stomping at him and?
Yeah, you could try to scare him off. So if you want to
Okay.
roll intimidate.
I'm gonna puff up real big and stomp my hooves and be like, "Rah!" I don't know if spiders really have ears, but I'm gonna try to look big and scary, and I have hooves and I will squish you. Ah! And that's a D10. So
Yeah, no problem. So you're rolling your D10, and it's also 6. So this is a Clash of Wills attack, which is something special to this system. So the spiders can roll.
okay, I rolled a 6 on the D10 and a 1 on the D6.
Okay, so the spider gets a 3 on his strength roll. So you have a 6, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the way this works
Well,
is
my strength is 10,
it's what your intimidate is. The result of your roll.
Okay. Yes, 6 and a 1.
Okay, so you roll a 6. Now, in Savage World, My Little Pony, I added this kind of non-violent combat system, which is what we're using right now. But as part of it, there's a thing where if you have there are certain ways to get there are certain bonuses you can get to your rolls based on the situation. So in this case, one of them is whoever has the higher attribute, so which is tied to the one you're using. So Intimidate is based on strength. So Chef definitely has a higher strength than the spiders. So he gets a +1 to his roll. And
Yay!
the other roll is if either of you are armed and the one isn't, you get a +1. But I don't think he doesn't specify that he's wearing horseshoes, or he's not wearing like a studded horseshoes, which are a weapon, or any other weapons. So he's unarmed. So that is just there's no bonus awarded. So you do get a +1 to your roll.
Yeah, we told Sandy to stop packing heat. So
Yeah, so in case there's a rumble.
I gotta be ready in case them
no,
jets
Sandy classes.
show-
No. Don't use code words. I know what they are.
Racist dog whistles.
Oh, don't get me started about them diamond dogs.
Oh no.
They were nice to you for the most part. Anyway, so
Most of them.
so it does mean you get a +1 to your roll, which means your total is a 7.
Okay.
All right, and then the way that it resolves is you got a success because you got the higher roll. And then you also got a raise over them because you got their total +4, so which is a 7. So and the spiders are what are called extras, which means they're like in a movie. They're the guys you hit once and they just kind of fall down off
They're
camera.
mooks.
They're mooks, yeah.
minions.
They're not particularly tough. So you got a success, which is enough to shake the spider, make the spider shaken. We also got a raise, which gives the spider a daunt. And extras can only take 1 daunt before they go down. So with that, the spider lets out a little ee and scurries out of the room.
Yay!
He's effectively gone from this combat. So
Aha!
now it goes to AC.
Nice.
Yay! My turn. I am going to. So here's an interesting science fact for you. The number one danger to spiders is other spiders. This has been your science.
Tell us more, Mr. Science.
Well, when a spider is trying to find their first nest, what they most encounter and what kills most spiders is actually falling into the web of another spider. Based on this, I'm going to push this spider into that ball of spider webs we made earlier.
Okay. So,
AC is engaging in science.
Whoa! I am
Science-
smart.
Psychological
pushing.
warfare against spiders.
okay, so there's what you can do is what's called a bash, and this is in the Savage Worlds rules. So what you're going to do is you're going to make an opposed strength roll against the spider.
Mm-hmm.
And for every success you get, you push him. You can push him 6 feet.
Okay. So,
So
what's the distance we're saying that the ball O stuff is?
I'm gonna say it's on the other side of the room, probably from where you were sleeping.
Blast.
So I'm gonna say you need to get a raise on this to push him far enough.
All right, and it's just 1d6.
Yes, you're well, no, it's a strength roll, so you're rolling. You also roll your wild die.
Okay.
So the spider's also gonna roll. So
All right, so let's do this. Whoop.
you give him like
Wow.
an Elaine Bennis, like get out.
Okay.
Wow.
5 and a 1.
Well, that works in your favor because I rolled a 1.
Oh.
So that does mean that a 1 on your roll is enough for a success, and you got the +4 over that, so that's a raise. So you just barely got enough to push him there.
Yay.
So did you factor in your -1 from your fatigue?
Then it would have been a 4.
Ah, okay. So if it's currently you managed to shove the spider about halfway across the cabin. So unless you really want to spend a penny on this.
No, I think that's fine.
Okay, so you hop out of bed and give the spider a big shove. And he goes tumbling across the room and looks rather irate.
A very irate spider. Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
Angry spider. He has angry eyes on all 8 of them.
Yes.
His bowler hat is askew. He's looking angrily at you.
Twirls his mustache with his 2 front legs.
He updates his Facebook profile. Not having a good day. Got pushed by pony I tried to eat.
Is the spider version of Twitter just called Spider?
Web world problems.
SPIDR.
Spider world problems.
It's like Tumblr, except spider.
Yes, Spider.
Spider.
Just and
Oh, man.
there's
That feeling you get when you try and bite pony and it wake up and push back.
So I rolled for the second turn of initiative, the next turn of combat, and the spider's luck continues as usual. So they have the turn order is going to be Pixel Kitties has the Queen of Spades, AC has the Queen of Diamonds,
Oh my.
the spiders have the 9 of Clubs, and Chef has the 3 of Clubs. So
okay.
So Pixel, it's your turn again.
Okay, where currently are the 2 spiders I bonked into each other?
They're on like the far side of the. You're kind of in the middle of the cabin because you're keeping watch. They're on the far side near the door, and there's currently there's another spider actually who's been shoved nearby to where you are, and one has fled.
Okay, the one nearest to me, can I try and create a bright flash of light in front of his 8 beady little eyes? I think
Okay.
that's part of magic tricks.
Yes, that is. I'll allow you to use it as kind of a sort of an offensive thing. So go ahead. I'm going to ask you roll spellcraft. Actually,
Spellcraft is 8. Okay,
I'm going to roll to see if the spider can avert his beady little eyes in time.
fair enough. And yay, 8 again. And a 1, so 9.
Okay, and the spider gets a 6, but that's not enough.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. So I'll take it just because it's a small. It's in comparison to your size, it's a small spider. Or it's a small spider, and you temporarily blind him.
Cool.
Progress.
So he lets out a little spider shriek. So we go to AC. It's your turn.
Hi. I'm gonna push again.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna do that. All
Go ahead,
right.
roll.
Now hold on. Now aiming for the mass O spider web. First one
Okay.
is a 5. Second one is a 1. Hey, that's the same like last time, I think. So 5 minus
Okay.
1, 4.
Yeah, this the spider gets a 3, so you got a success. So you managed to you push him that last that last little bit into the spider webs.
Yay!
So you shoved him, and then Pixel Kid is immediately blinded him, and then you shoved him again. Good
Wait,
job.
so we were doing that to the same spider? I was going after the one that I had.
Yeah, it's the same spider.
It was? Huh.
Yes, she knocked the other 2 against the wall.
I thought there was 4 spiders, because there was
One
two...
One fled.
One fled.
Chef chased one off.
Chef chased one off. Okay, gotcha.
All right,
Okay.
I'll roll it. Okay. So yeah, the other spider gets stuck in the big clump of webs.
Yay, so now we can interrogate him afterwards.
So, okay, so there are 2 spiders remaining that are up and up and about. They get up from being shoved, and they'll just go after each of you. They'll try to give you their spider bites.
Oh no!
So, first one against AC, whose parry is slightly better, misses, and the one against Pixel again. Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. No, this spider hits well enough, and he gets a raise, but does no extra damage. So the spider you get another spider bite. Let's see how much he gets. Oh, that's not too bad.
Andy, we better look out. The venom may make her the Spider Queen.
Oh man, we don't need her to.
Nightmare spider.
Nightmare
Man.
Pony Spider Queen, Pixel Kitties.
This is getting weird.
It's gonna be
Oh,
like
man.
Kerrigan for the Zerg. She's just gonna...
Instead of the Queen of Blades, it's the Queen of Beers.
Oh man, what an ability!
And the people who have played Savage Worlds before are going to laugh because I got 2 raises on damage, and I still get a total on 3 dice. I get a total of 5, which is not enough to do anything to her. So she gets hit, but shrugs it off. Like it bites her, but grabs bites into a tail or something. So it's a chef's turn.
All right.
Currently 2 spiders, one menacing each of your other friends.
Oh man, this isn't good at all. Well, I guess the smart thing to do is try to scare the other spiders off, because I don't want them to bite me or my friends.
Arm yourself with the bone of the dead. I'm sorry, savagery must happen now.
Oh, this is getting weird.
No, it's only getting weird in his head. So, all right, what's your plan then?
Well, I'm going to try to do a repeat of the last thing I did to those 2 spiders, because they ran away pretty easy at the sight of my big, buff, manly pony ways.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm
I'm
bigger,
totally
but
gonna-
somehow you're just like this muscle pile.
Oh, he is.
Oh.
He's got a D10 strength.
He does. He's smaller somehow, we've established, but he's just this pile of muscle.
I'm a very sturdy pony.
So, all right. So go ahead and intimidate.
All right, I'm gonna.
Roll it again. And we're still establishing. You add a +1 to this roll because you have more strength than the spider.
Okay, I rolled a 6 and a 5, so that's a 7.
Nice. Okay. So man,
I'm sorry
Spider-
we're so good at dice, Roger.
you're rolling a little bit above average. The spiders are just rolling really badly. The spider rolls another 3, which once again is a success and a raise. So you take out another spider. One that-
Yay!
Which one was it?
The one going after Pixel.
Okay, so
Thank you.
the spider that recently tried to bite through her tail and came up with nothing.
Oh man, that'd be terrible.
So siding with the unicorn, I see, huh?
Tail care is important.
You send it scurrying away. One of the others. So there's currently only 2 spiders in the cabin. One of which is still going after AC, and the other one is struggling about in a pile of its own web. So we'll go for one more round. I think it should be enough. So 2, 3. Okay, so the pick is all right. So it is going to be AC with the King of Diamonds, Pixel with the 9 of Diamonds, Chef with the 6 of Clubs, and the Spider with the 2 of Clubs.
All right.
All right.
So,
Sounds
so
good.
AC's up first.
Yeah. I think I'll go after the one that's going at me now. I think Pixel should be able just to pick up the web ball and toss it out the room. Seems the likely easiest way to deal with that. Unless we want to try and interrogate a spider.
No, I don't speak spider AC.
I did
think
watch
you do
Zero.
either.
I did watch Zero Dark 30 recently, so
I don't think we interrogate any spiders at Guantanamo.
get
I like
no.
it. We finally did go into the spider's parlor, and he told us where Bin Laden was hiding.
This is weird.
It's all relevant all up in here. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. I've webballed one.
And there's one more that's menacing you, actually.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to think of an inventive way to deal with it. I don't know. It might be a little bit too difficult to be like, I want to bucket out the window. I could. I just don't know if that'd be harder than just trying to deal with it normally.
Yeah.
Use the force, honey.
All right, I use the force because my brain just told me to.
He's talking to himself again, Pixel.
This is not the time.
My brain told me to use the force.
He hasn't even been bit. He hasn't even suffering from spider venom.
Oh my gosh, I think I can see his wife. I think he got really bit.
She's a spider too.
Trust me. Oh no, Starry turned into a spider.
The spider pony.
I'm trying to. The sad thing is that with them, my skill is persuasion, and I can't figure out a way to persuade a spider.
No, persuasion as a Clash of Wills would not work against a spider.
Yeah, I'm kind of like,
Hey, spider, you don't want to mess with us. We're good. We're not ponies at all.
You're
We're
only hurting
secrets.
yourself. You're only hurting yourself and others.
We're secret spiders.
If you were to think about, I have an idea, and it's almost a little comical, but
Right, because this game's been so serious so
I
far.
know.
Right,
I want to break it up real quick with a little bit of comedy. I just want to know if you could see what I want to do is just a classic trope of going after a spider. Like, is there a horseshoe or something I could smash it with?
Smash it with?
As in that's a more direct combat, so I probably shouldn't.
Or are you looking for like a giant paper towel roll?
Yeah, something like that. Just to. Well, the paper towel roll was almost that. You know what? I think I'm just gonna go for the. As much as doing something silly would be fun, I'm just gonna try and boot it out the window.
Okay, so are you gonna give it another push?
Yeah, we'll do a push.
Okay, this one I'm gonna give you this because you've got since he's on the other side, he's kind of on the other side of the cabin at the moment. There's a bonus for push if you move at least 3 squares in this case before it, and I'm gonna say you can.
Okay.
So you give it a bit of a running start, and if you want to give him another push, so that gives you a +2 to the roll.
All right.
So go ahead and roll strength +2.
Wow. 5 and a 2.
Okay.
So 5 plus 2 minus 1, 6.
Okay, so you get a 6. Spider gets a 2 because they have very bad strength. So no, that's enough. You can push him 2 squares. That's enough to knock him either into the. We're trying to knock him out the door or the into the spider web.
You know what? Knock him into the spider web. Seems the easier thing. We can deal with 2 spiders at once and just chunk them out. Or use the lantern and burn them. No.
So AC does a running charge and knocks them with the flat of his nose into the spider web. So so combat's over for the moment. You're momentarily spiderless.
Yay!
Yay!
Except for the giant ball of spiders in the room.
Again. No.
I think they're mad.
And now it's time to remove the venom from Pixel Kitties. I'm sorry, stand still.
Oh yeah, venom.
I'm going to have to draw the venom out. Listen, I'm just doing this to help you, okay?
What are you doing, AC?
I gotta suck out the venom. Be quiet.
Wow, this is like that dream I had.
Let me just give you a hickey here. Hold on. Actually, on that matter though, Pixel, I'm have you roll vigor to see if the poison goes anywhere.
Okie dokie, let's see.
No, God, here's a Spider Queen roll.
All right, vigor is
Oh, and this
8.
is
Actually decent.
This is at a -1 as well, because that penalty is the strength of the venom.
Okay. Should I have been taking that into account with my previous rolls?
No,
Okay.
that's just for this roll.
Okay.
You had adrenaline.
So, a 6 on the 6 and a 7 on the 8.
Okay,
So-
so re-roll the d6.
5.
Okay, so you're getting a total of 13 -1, so 12. Okay, yeah, no, there was venom in the bite, but it like you're far too hardy for it to really affect you.
Super
So-
sweet.
You feel a little dizzy, but nothing serious.
So it's like the spiders are their usual prey is not ponies. They had to team up.
Yeah. Well, there are only a couple spiders, so what are you going to do now? You were attacked in the middle of the night by spiders.
Speaking of which, didn't we have like the door shut and the windows closed? How did they get in?
I don't know, lady who was guarding the room.
Oh, yeah. I mean, wow, sneaky ninja spiders. They must have been here the whole time, invisible.
Yeah. They clearly bribed their way in.
Oh man.
Oh man, we
AC.
should just need to. We're hiring new doormen, door ponies.
AC, I think she's part of the conspiracy.
I told you she was the Spider Queen.
Oh man, this is what happens when you trust unicorns. They're gonna.
Look at this, AC. The only unicorn we know actually exists is the Spider Queen.
The Spider Queen, Cadence herself. All right. So yeah, I guess the first big question. Well, we still do have a big wiggling pile of spider in the room, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like they're going to be getting out anytime soon.
No, they're pretty good and stuck to each other. They're big bloated kind of this like a dull steel gray spiders, and they have glowing green eyes, and yeah,
Oh,
strange looking.
they're changeling
Should I try
spiders.
and-
Oh no!
Telekinesis them out of the room?
Wait, let's see what we can find out about them first. Let's science them.
Sure.
Let's use science on the spiders.
So what do you want? Any of you can roll nature to attempt to divine something about these spiders?
I want to divine spider.
All right, roll nature, but you untrained.
Yes, so D6 minus 2. I roll.
Hey,
a-
AC, I've got an idea. They're spiders.
So, in my fatigued state, I look at the spiders,
-3,
and I roll a 3. So,
a 0.
I sit there and I go, I think they're spiders.
How do we know it's actually a spider?
1, 2, 3.
Let's give it the benefit of the doubt.
Only count 7 legs. Wait, no, that one was just hidden. Yeah, they're spiders.
But with the result of 0, you are absolutely sure this is a giant spider.
Okay, good.
That's very
It's about-
good. I'm glad we've established this.
It's about its big giant abdomen is about the size of a basketball.
Oh man, talk about fatty spiders. Some big spiders up in here.
Yep.
I will try and befriend them.
AC, I don't think you've thought your cunning plan all the way through.
I'm also fatigued, so I'm a little tired.
Right, cunning plans.
We could turn them on our side. We just
We can train them.
we can militarize these spiders.
You know, I think I'm just going to move them outside, and we
Oh,
can study them from the window.
Okay.
Okay. So Pixel very gingerly levitates the big spider web pile out the window and gives them a good toss out into the jungle and slams the door behind her. As you watch that, you do kind of peek out the window, and the spiders after a little bit manage to free themselves from the web and crawl back off into the jungle.
Well, if they're smart, which they're spiders, so they're probably not, they won't try to come and eat us again. Or maybe they're going to go get their buddies. I don't know.
I collapse and fall asleep. I'm too tired. I'm fatigued.
So how long was I on watch before the spiders showed up?
It was about an hour or two.
Okay, Sandy, do you want to take over and let me grab some shut-eye? Maybe you'll have better luck spotting spiders.
Yeah, that bit of excitement has me a little wound up. So yeah, that'll be fine.
All right, I'm going to sleep now.
But I mean, so the point of it is you're gonna stay in the cabin.
Opposed
Well,
to
at this
going
point-
outside in the rain?
In the dark.
It's up to
Well,
you.
this. I
Really
think
a cryptic statement.
I'm the
do
GM.
you want-
That's my job.
Do you want to just run out there with just see if we can find a rake and just be like, yeah, and you get. Do you actually have like plans if we decided to run off into the night and the rain to chase down spiders? I don't.
Alright, so-
I guess you don't want to answer that because yes. All right, you guys decide. My character is passed out. If you want to go, wake him up.
All right. Well, I don't know about you, Pixel, but this cabin may not be the safest place. But I certainly don't want to go out into the storm and get all wet and nasty. And...
It is still storming outside, I assume, right?
How uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The storm's in full force.
I don't see as how we have an option. You know, we definitely know there's spiders out here, outside, and they got in here somehow. But right now, then let's take a quick look around. I'll light up the horn and look at all the corners, but I don't see any more spiders in here.
Now, granted, we did go inside. Now, granted, I'm also asleep right now. But just FYI, we went directly into the house. I didn't know if there was any any small thing, like maybe an outhouse or a shed, outside, an addendum to this.
Not that you saw.
Okay.
I would
and stay out of
recommend.
those sheds.
Hey. I was looking out the window and kind of keeping an eye on outside. Maybe you should just plant your back against the corner of the room and watch the interior.
Yeah, are there
That
any
might be a good
cracks?
idea.
Is there any cracks they would have came through?
No, they. I think you're not. It's not obvious exactly how they came in.
I mean, if there was a hole in the roof or up top where they came from, wouldn't we be getting leaks and water coming in? But
It's not. It is not obvious at this moment.
I am asleep. I am sleeping. Wake
He
me
is
when they're
sleepy horse.
Am I
Welcome
drunk
back
yet?
for someone who's sleeping.
nightmares. She's talking again.
Poor AC. He's so afflicted.
He might want to consider therapy after this is all said and done.
I think so.
I think that would involve taking some vacation time to have to go get therapy.
Oh
mind.
no.
No more vacations, ever.
AC and his Freudian adventures.
Whenever I
Next
close
time,
my
let's
eyes, my
coordinate
girl.
not to take the same vacation together, because this is just no end of trouble.
Whenever I close my eyes, Starry's there.
That's what you get for leaving her on the phone by
More
herself.
nightmares.
Always waiting, always watching.
Honey, it was a stupid idea to have you vacation on Spider Island.
Oh man, is the volcano just look like a skull? With, is this Spider Skull Island?
No. I like the idea that the AC is like trying to like skimp on, or is trying to like save money. So he's like, well, we could go to vacation in like a nice place, or we could go to Spider Island. It's a few bucks cheaper.
What's the budget look like?
I mean, honey, look.
the competition
nice
from the
apple.
Apple family. We gotta really watch ourselves.
Yeah, we're not like the Apple family. We can't just go like, ooh, trip to Canterlot. Wee.
But
I'm
honey,
gonna-
Spider Island has all the uranium you can eat.
We can't take the Friendship Express to Canterlot and go hang out with the princess.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I mean we don't. It's not like we know any royalty. Gosh.
Actually, we do, I think.
Okay, anyway, so with Chef on watch, actually, the rest of the night passes uneventfully. Oddly enough,
I suck at being on watch.
I just rolled to see who was on watch when. Just happened to get you. So the dawn breaks and the storm actually lets up. So it's bright and sunny outside, but everything's drenched.
Ugh. Well, I hope you guys feel a little bit better. I'm
not sure.
Man.
I'm looking to the DM to see if my fatigue's still there.
It is roll vigor. I'm going to see see if you can recover.
All right, and the wild. All right.
Yeah. Oh, you always roll a wild die.
Always roll wild. Oh, give me a break.
Man, you see, you're just really wiped out, aren't you?
2 and a 2.
So.
I'm so conflicted about if I should Benny, because it's a pain having that -1.
I honestly think it'd be better, especially since you have a lawn. Your bennies are very, very valuable.
Yeah.
Like, if you really need to make a roll, you can spend a benny, and that's
true.
at least an automatic +2.
Yeah, and then it could nullify it and make it a 1. I know. I hate negatives. Bleh. All right, I'm still tired, I guess.
I don't believe in fancy mathematics like negative numbers.
How can it be a 1 and not a 1? How can...
Honey, this is why you failed. This is why you didn't finish college.
This is why... I'm the smart pony, yet for some reason I cannot math.
Math is very hard. Math was created by the Immunicorns to keep us Earth ponies down.
Here we go. All right, so I guess I'm still...
The government...
I'm
Don't
tired.
start on the cutie pox vaccine thing. I just don't want to hear it right now.
You know what they're putting in the water? Do you know what's in the water? Fluoride.
Pegasus chemtrails.
Yeah, you see those rainbow trails that one leaves, you just know it ain't good for us.
Mind-controlled toxin. I knew it.
I just think
Canterlot's poisoning its citizens.
That's actually, it's even better for me because I live in a small, like, hippie town. So there are a lot of, like, crazy people like that. Anyway, so it is the next morning. So you know that the boat you came in on has to be coming in tomorrow. Probably around the same time that you were left off. So mid afternoon or so. So what is the plan at this point? You still, like, you can feel your stomach's rumbling. Like, you still have had no food and minimal amounts of water.
And we didn't eat those spiders, so...
Thinking that.
It's like eating a lobster, right?
Yeah, sure.
And ponies are technically omnivores.
Sure. We can eat.
They
them.
are.
We just choose
I was
not
about
to.
to say, AC has.
We're stranded on an island. Let's just throw off all the social mores and constructs and live like our pony.
I really do hope by just day 3, for some reason, we've gone completely tribal. Just when they pick us up.
Wait. You're on an island. You're horses. Horses eat vegetation. You should find plenty of food.
I did establish earlier the only plant life that seems to be on the island is mostly like palm trees, which are not edible.
There's no grass that grows around.
Not really.
Ground cover.
It's a story thing. Go with it.
Kill the spider, smash his carapace, drink his blood.
Well,
Wow.
We really are going tribal.
I'm just gonna say no. Starry does have a point. There is a conspicuous lack of vegetation in most areas.
Ooh. Do. All right. So there's kind of 2 thoughts that we could go with this. We could go with the thought of apple cider, which would be, okay, so what we need to do is, obviously, tomorrow a ship's going to come. So we need to make sure that there's a fire that we could use as the signal. That would be the logical thing. The thought that I'm sure is going to go through Chef Sandy is, hey, why don't we go up that volcano and try and find the shack full of tools and stuff that was written in the book?
Or we set the island on fire.
Yes,
Yeah,
or
that'll be a beacon.
or
I'm sure the boat won't shy away from that.
yes, or Pixel Kitties who will erupt the volcano.
Now you do have a pretty good thought that the volcano is the highest point on the island, so it is the ideal spot to start a signal fire.
As long as we do it in a way that doesn't make the island look like it's about to catch fire.
Yeah,
Or
define
volcano
ideal.
about-
If the boat sees fire coming out of the top of a volcano, I don't think they're going to come and try and find us.
I'm just saying. Okay, the island doesn't look like an obvious volcano. It's just like, oh, that was probably a volcano at some point. It's basically just like imagine a tropical island that's just like a big mountain essentially.
Pretty much most
Okay.
tropical islands were volcanoes
Yeah.
at some point,
Yes.
if you think about
They would definitely go towards a mysterious like fire, especially if you're
Don't
if
we
you're
all?
burning like palm fronds. They come off like black smoke.
it. Don't we all go towards mysterious fires, to be honest?
Yeah, and
House
Oh,
fires,
okay.
smoke
car
is the
fires.
best type.
All right, well, it seems like... So we are hungry. There are no supplies here. Most likely up where this guy's stuff possibly was, there would possibly be supplies. I don't see any reason why to stick around here just 'cause.
Yeah, by the light of day, I'd say finding some place other than Spider House would be a good idea.
On Spider Island, every house is Spider House.
That's true.
I hate Spider Island.
Truly.
All right, so I think we're all in agreement that we're going to follow the notes in the journal to try and find the place where this guy was talking about, where we're going in a uranium. Oh boy. Is this going to be like when the Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow, where one of us is going to have a camera and try and take pictures all the time and then go in the uranium mine?
That would be pretty sweet. I liked that movie. A lot of people didn't.
I did.
No, that was a fun movie.
pretty good.
I unfortunately I liked every part about it except for Gwyneth Paltrow.
I like
Everyone hate her. I like Gwyneth Paltrow.
I like Angelina Jolie when she goes really like what was it she says? It was like deploy the amphibious squadron. That was it. That was just a good line.
Mm-hmm.
Like totally straight face.
I just found Gwyneth Paltrow's character just to be like, oh, come on, every single thing is about you trying to take this picture.
Okay, she didn't write her character. She's just acting.
I know, I'm not,
Oh,
I'm not,
yes.
voice in my head, I'm not mad at Gwyneth Paltrow,
You said you didn't
I'm-
like Gwyneth Paltrow.
I don't know her character name. All I know is that in the movie, it was
Comes to the other
Gwyneth
two ponies just
Paltrow.
staring with their mouths hanging open.
Just like, oh, my poor
Just
friend.
keeps yelling Gwyneth
Why are you so
Paltrow.
afflicted?
What's a Gwyneth Paltrow?
It's the island madness.
I've never heard of that pony at all.
I tell you, when I get fatigued, I kind of lose it.
Anyway. Yeah, she's slipping into some sort of delirious stupor.
We should probably go. This doesn't seem healthy here.
Are you sure he didn't get bit? I've got the island madness.
The horror of Spider Island.
All right, so we're following the directions in the mysterious journal.
Okay, so you're heading up to up like towards the center, basically up to towards the peak.
Yeah.
Okay, so you start marching along. AC probably lagging behind because he's very tired. But thankfully it is sunny outside, which so unfortunately a lot of the water from the storm's already evaporating. But you've managed to get enough water to survive for now. But as I said, your stomachs are rumbling. As you climb steeper and steeper up. You make your way through kind of like a thicket of not very appetizing looking plants, and when suddenly as you're walking along, I think whoever will be in the lead, probably I guess Pixel will probably be.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of look back and look forward again, and you're face to face with a chiseled spear point in your face,
Oh!
and within seconds. Figures leap out of the bushes around you, and you are now surrounded with many spears pointed at you.
Oh, what's on the other end of the spears?
It's funny you should ask. As you look about, as you look at your assailants, you're confused and slightly amused in the fact that it's a gaggle of it looks to be about 8 of them total, and they're all little fillies, all in their and they're all dressed like Philly Scouts.
Oh, they're
And-
adorable assailants.
And
Wow.
I'm gonna post this one in the stream because this is
Okay.
Oh, we got a picture. Great.
Yay.
it's a good one. So here we go.
No.
Oh, that's brilliant.
How did
Oh
little
God.
Billy
No.
Scouts?
No.
What's going on?
What?
Not that stupid book.
What?
I think she thinks it's Lord of the Flies.
Oh, it is. Someone
No.
sounds like someone had to read that in high school.
Ah!
One of the ponies has a Jello cutie mark.
Indeed, you're surrounded by a group of adorable but very angry-looking fillies carrying spears, and the one steps up to the lead looks slightly older, and she's the only one with a cutie mark. You can see from the picture. You can see she's got piercings and spiked hair, and she definitely has a Dead Celestia's button on her on her sash.
Okay.
Oh man, Dead Celestias. That's pretty serious.
She glares you down and blows a bubble, which is a bubble gum.
You get a consistent supply of bubblegum on an island populated by flesh-eating spiders.
Bubble gum sounds
We don't
good.
want to know what that gum's made of. Maybe spiders are chewy. So, hi there, Phillies. What are you doing on this island?
She looks at you. So were you the jerks knocking last night?
No. Yes.
No,
Maybe,
Yes.
yes, probably.
They point their spears closer.
Ah!
I don't think we were knocking. Were we knocking?
Shut up, cloth eaters. Look, you called every spider
What?
you called every spider on the island right now.
Yeah, we met several of them last night in the cabin. Spider cabin. Maybe you've heard of it. It's
Yes.
filled with spiders.
On Spider
Yeah, well-
Island, which is where we think we are.
Shut up.
Ow. Okay.
Like
Pokes me. Ow.
I
I
like
told-
this girl.
I told
Shut
you.
up, sorry.
Shut up, voice in my head. I went.
Yes,
why
get
can't-
poked more, Cider. Get poked more.
Why can't we have a daughter like this?
Someone who abuses
He's
and
not
yells
really
at-
crazy. He just got bit by a spider.
We told you you almost get us all killed.
Let us in, baby.
Well, that we're not in anywhere.
And don't call me that. My name's Hellfire.
Okay.
And my
Hi,
name's
Hellfire.
Draco Fire Black Wolf. And this
That you get poked with a spear.
ow.
I didn't think
Look,
you were
how did you idiots get stuck on this island? Anyway.
We went tubing.
We fell asleep on a tube and our ship left us. We're not clever ponies.
And we paddled our way here, and then a
That much
storm
is
came up.
obvious.
And then we
And so here we are. Hi.
Yeah, whatever. Look. If we're gonna be stuck on this island, you better keep away from us. You're spider bait.
The thing is, our boat is coming back in like a day. We could all get off this island.
She glares at you and then confers with a couple of the other Philly Scouts. You said there's a boat coming.
Yeah, the same one we fell off of. It's making a return trip past this very same island, and well, a day from now, maybe a little more.
Yeah, just need to make a signal and we should be able to flag it back over here.
Shut up. We know that.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I'm sure they noticed we're missing.
All right. I'll believe your
well-
story for now.
We would hope that they'd listen. They'd notice us missing.
But you're gonna have to watch out. Our scout leader's missing.
Oh no.
Last time we saw her, she was scurrying off with the other spiders.
Wait,
Wait.
now she's the Spider Queen? Oh no, I was right.
That can happen.
Apparently so.
Wow.
Let's see. There's going to be a both, and we need to start a fire, but we can't get to the top of the mountains. There's too many spiders.
No,
To get through there, we have to go right through their nest.
How many spiders are we talking? Like a dozen, 2 dozen? Like,
Shit.
what do you call a group of spiders? I don't even know.
Couple, I don't know, 100, 200.
That's a lot of spiders.
Yeah. Why do you think we decided to make our armored tree fort? You think that this is the kind of thing they teach you here in the Philly Scouts?
I would like to let you know that a group of spiders is either a colony or a cluster of spiders.
Thank you, Dictionary Spider.
She pokes you with a spear. Well, why should if you idiots are going to tromp around, you're going to get the spiders riled up again. How do we know that you're not going to get us all killed?
Because we're getting us off this island. See?
The ship's coming either way, isn't it?
Yeah, but they won't know to come here.
She looks at you strangely. You already said they're coming by.
Yeah, but
They're
they have
coming
to have a
by,
signal.
but we need to work together to somehow signal them to stop here. I mean, when they left, who knows how long it took them to notice we were actually gone. They might not know exactly where they left us, so we need to let them know it was right here.
You think we need your bumbling stupid help to start a fire?
Well,
Considering that the
See-
best place to do it is on top of the mountain, and there's a
You-
bunch of spiders in the way.
you said yourself you can't get through the gaggle, was that it? Or colony of spiders all by yourself.
Cluster
Well,
works too. You can use
safety in
cluster.
numbers.
Yes, and you know, I know that I've been able to scare off some spiders, and I bet that AC, if
We
He
fought
would-
off at least 30 spiders last night in our cabin. At least.
So, Pixel, roll persuasion again. I am keeping your previous result in mind. So you roll
Persuasion is D8. Here we go.
and you get your +2.
Excuse me. All right. 6 on the D8 and 3 on the D6. So 6 plus 2 is 8.
All right. Let me roll here. Okay. You narrowly passed there. So it was to see if they believe your story.
I'm not sure I believe my story.
Hellfire kind of glares at you and pulls in the bubble. All right, but you're not getting any of the cookies we have stored away.
Aw,
We've got enough we got enough to last for a month.
I'm home.
So many.
How long have you girls been here?
About a week. Or Zeppelin crashed on the. We were crashed and we managed to float out here. We were on our way to a big Philly Scout rally in Singlehorse.
Nice.
well,
About a week? Wow. This
You
island
girls are
really
kind
does
of
get...
bad flank for surviving in a week.
Well, duh, Philly Scouts, and they all cheer and flash their little badges at you, and then immediately resume pointing spears at your faces.
Ah!
Well,
so inventive and aggressive.
Shut up.
Yeah, sorry.
if we're going to be allies, we should probably introduce ourselves. I'm Pixel Kitties. This is Apple Cider.
Hi.
And this is Sandy.
hi.
Yeah, that's real. That's really interesting. Now, what are we going to do? Now, how are we going to get past the spiders up to the peak, huh?
Well,
What do we got?
work our way through. I mean, there's really probably not many other options.
The spiders attacked us at night. Does that mean they're primarily nocturnal?
They only seem to really want to come out at night, but the forest is pretty dark.
Then-
Well, let's
once
see.
we
You've got
burn-
at least one other unicorn with you, and I'm a unicorn, so we can make light. I
The
presume.
little unicorn filly beams a stupid smile.
And we could burn
So we can
down
make
the
light
forest.
that way. We could make torches. We've got plenty of the spider web lying around from when we cleaned out the cabin, and I'm betting that'll burn pretty good.
The Hellfire confers with some more of the other fillies. All right. What are we going to do about the scout? About our scout leader?
You said she was taken off, or did she leave of her own accord with the spiders?
She's a pony spider.
I knew it! I knew there were spider queens.
Did she get bit? Did she, like, transform, or is this some kind of psychological condition?
Definitely bitten. That's why we've been avoiding the spiders. And she kind of stares at you. None of you have been bitten, have you?
I was bit, but I feel fine.
They point their spears at you. Uh-huh.
Are there any early symptoms of this spider pony condition? I mean, I was bitten last night. That was several hours ago.
She kind of pokes you. Well, you don't look like a spider, but we're watching you.
I don't feel like a spider.
How would a spider feel like?
Well, here's what I think. We get rescued. We make our way through the spider nest colony. We get to the top of the island, we make a fire, and we get rescued. Then we come back here with the Equestrian Royal Guard, and we find your scout leader, and we scour the island, and we do it with reinforcements.
And what are we gonna do? Just march through the nested area?
Yes.
The stupidest plan I've heard all week.
You have a better one?
Thinks about it for a second. We could use you as bait.
I don't think I like that plan.
All things considered, I'm probably a pretty tasty pony, but why don't we just work together? I would prefer not to get eaten.
Like I said, we create as much light as possible. We use the unicorns, we use torches, we even got a lantern back from that cabin back there. He said last night I used a spark of light to scare away some of the spiders. They definitely don't like bright lights.
All right, we can try it. We can try your plan, but if things go south, you're the first ones out front.
Fair enough, but I recommend we do get ready and leave as quickly as possible to make use of the daylight we've got. I'm sure it's dark in the woods, but it's going to get even darker as night falls.
All right. Well, meet us back here in half an hour. We'll be ready to go.
We'll go get the torch and the lantern. Torches and lantern.
She whistles and waves the Philly Scouts, and they all make an orderly retreat quickly and silently into the bushes. They vanish just as quickly as they showed up.
So that could have gone worse.
Yeah, that totally could, because they had spears and, spears.
All right. Well, I guess we go back to the cabin, gather up that lantern, and make whatever torches we can.
Okay. So you're gonna make some torches, get them lit, and then is there anything else you want to do in preparation?
I say we bring the journal with us if we don't have that already.
Okay.
Bring maybe some extra papers and things to build the signal fire. Take as much dry stuff as we can carry.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay. I'm assuming you're probably gonna take like the matches and stuff.
Yes.
Okay. I like to imagine, since you don't have like bags or anything, you just kind of put your inner tube on and kind of wedge them in there.
Yeah, I've got my Trixie towel wrap thing too. I can fashion that into some kind of holder.
Yeah.
Doodle.
You get a stick and you do the weird over the shoulder bag
The hobo thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Hobo bag and
it's like Applejack does, and it's like, how is she holding the stick?
Yes, we can.
Earth pony magnetism.
We could use them. We could use the raft things and make slingshots. Ho ho!
How would we even use them, AC?
Just a sturdy stick, and then you just use parts of it, and then you I don't know. It seems like it works. They're elastic.
AC, would you like to attempt to make a crude crossbow out of a
Yes,
inner tube?
that's all I've ever wanted to do.
All right. I will actually. I think this could work. I mean, you could bend a stick and then use the Yeah. Okay.
I want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator so hard right now.
Cover yourself in mud.
Yes, I said, one of us is going completely tribal. I'm already fatigued and delirious. I'm the only one who should.
I like it's like instead of the Predator, it's this half spider, half pony.
Yes, give the delusional one the makeshift weapon.
Okay, so since you have a little bit, so you can AC can start attempting this. AC, roll smarts, and this will be a difficult roll. So go ahead.
All right, so that's a D10 and a D6. Pull those out here. Oh no! Don't laugh.
The artist who made those pictures just commented that fail crafting roll, accidentally craft rudimentary lathe.
Oh, all right, good. I accidentally crafted rudimentary. That's nice.
This isn't a crossbow at all. But I can make really nice table legs and baseball bats.
All right, I got a 2 and a 9.
Ah, okay. And is that considering your -1?
So that would be an 8.
Aha. Okay. An 8 is exactly what you need.
Yay!
So
Way to go.
The difficulty rating in Savage Worlds is 4 is like normal, 6 is hard, and 8 is very hard.
I've made a
Nice, Stacey.
made a crossbow.
So in the 30 minutes while the rest of you are doing useful things, AC pops his inner tube and strings it between a couple sticks, and now has a very crude crossbow.
I then proceed to cover myself in mud and just... They can smell you, so therefore this will hide this. I'm literally going to war in this. Oh, this is...
You can befriend it.
Oh, this is great.
Okay, one moment. Let me update your character sheet here.
Part spider. Oh no!
Let's see.
I could be like Existens, and we use the bones from the from the guy before. Make it out of his teeth. Make a teeth crossbow.
That's going to require quite a persuasion roll when we meet back up with the Phillies house and we're carrying the bones of a dead pony.
Hey, don't worry. It's not like you knew him.
This isn't what it looks like. It looks like you're carrying the bones of a dead pony and fashioned them into tools.
Oh.
Okay, it is what it looks like.
It was for a really good reason. No, it wasn't, but it was...
Okay, so there you have I added to your character sheet. You have an improvised crossbow. So you can fire sticks with it, which I will treat as where is it? Where is it? Flathead bolts. So which do no damage, but not you can knock stuff over with it.
Okay.
And
I'll give you a nasty bruise.
And it's an improvised weapon, so it gets you roll. You have a -1 to rolls to hit anything with it.
Okay.
And it takes a while to reload, but you have fashioned a crude crossbow.
I'm fine with it. That's good. That's good by me.
It's something.
Okay, before we leave the cabin, is there anything else that could possibly be useful? I mean, we've got the matches, we've got lots of tinder for making the bonfire, we've got the spider web, we've got fashion those into torches with sticks, I assume?
Yeah.
Anything else we should take? I ask my comrades and,
I don't know. I mean,
is there anything in the book that would be of use, like if we needed it to get around, or...
It doesn't really talk about anything that... I mean, Pixie's read through it pretty thoroughly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we're taking the journal just in case. So in case we get off the island, we can say, hey, look, a journal of people who might be missing on the island.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we're wasting daylight. Let's head back and meet up with the slightly feral Philly Scouts.
They're just punk as hell. At least their leader is. You meet up back with them, and then you can see that they've got all their gear with them that they managed to salvage, and they've got knapsacks full of their cookies too, which is what they've been eating.
Oh man,
existing a week on cookies. I try and be nice to one of them and persuade, just before we go on this suicide mission, may I have May we please have some? So
Stay on the side, say.
I'm so. If it is
You-
my
you-
last meal, please
You are
let me.
you are given a punitive poke in the ribs of the
Oh,
spears.
that's not food.
Ah.
Pokes. Oh, pokes are not
They-
food.
The implication was that they had already foraged all the food off of the island, which is why there was no grass or anything. Yeah.
Well, I am willing to take point as we march boldly into possible death. I wouldn't say certain death. Certain death is a very negative attitude. Let's go with possible.
Probable death.
Probable death.
Probable radioactive spider death.
Right.
But, you know,
So,
maybe not.
Hellfire leads her troop of adorable Philly Scouts with Pixel Kitties next to her. Both of you start heading towards the center of the island, which is the kind of like old cinder cone, and it's all covered in dense jungle.
Okay.
So, Pixel, roll nature, and I'm going to roll for Hellfire here.
All right. Nature was untrained. That's 4, right? D4.
Yeah, and your D4 and your wild die, and you get -2 to both.
Okay. Well, on the D6 I got a 4, so I guess that's 2.
Okay. And Hellfire rolls a 14.
Oh well, I'll defer to her.
Her expert Philly Scout training kicks in, and they find their way through the jungle and basically leave you along.
I'm okay with this.
This is why you should support your local Philly Scout troop.
Indeed.
Yeah, I mean,
Making a charitable donation as soon as we get back.
So you all head deeper into the jungle, and it gets, as I said, it gets darker as like the trees get closer together, and only a little bit of light seeps through the canopy over top. And as you start getting closer and closer, there starts to be more and more spider webs everywhere. But from what you can see, it looks like the spiders have webbed and nested up the whole area of the jungle that all towards like the top half of the peak.
wow, these spiders are persistent.
And as you walk along, you manage to catch the sight of like things moving around in the shadows a ways away from you.
Well, as we're going, let's make sure that myself and the Philly unicorn have our light glowing at full strength. We should probably have our torches on and be collecting up as much additional spider web that happens to be in front of us as we can to keep adding to our fuel.
Hellfire's going like, all right, Philly, stay together, and if the spiders show up, trip one of the big ones and run and run. You only have to run faster than them.
And I'd say, I'm not that big.
If he is, though, he's a big pony.
Oh, no.
And we pan over to him, and he's wearing like a bandana and covered in mud, and
It's talking to someone who isn't there.
I've literally turned into Brock Sampson at this point.
What's going on?
Vacation does terrible things to a pony.
I tell you what, this is really like the weirdest I've ever seen AC. You know, I think we're gonna start taking separate vacations that aren't vacations that are something else. I don't know, man.
I wanted to join the Philly Scouts, but my mom said sleeping in the woods is for people who can't afford houses.
the Kitty's family, part of the 1%. I mean, they are nobles.
Yes.
I don't know where I came up with the idea, but I was just like, you know what? The leader of the Philly Scouts should be this total like punk girl.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
It's certainly different.
It
so,
seems like
as you-
Babs if she actually just went further in the I don't like anyone category.
Yeah, I definitely had like Babs Seed in mind when I was designing this, but I wish I could play her better. Anyway, as you get toward, at last you guys come to a big sheer rock face, and it looks like to get up any farther on the mountain is like you're gonna have to scale like a fairly sheer rock like this kind of flat area. Not a lot of stuff to hold on to.
There's not a lot of stuff to hold on to, guys.
So how far up are we at this point? Can we look out over the island? I mean, if we started a fire from this position, would it be seen pretty clearly?
Now, I'm saying you're still like in the middle of the really thick jungle. Trees are really high overhead, so like it's only there's very little light here. You're getting most of your illumination from your torches and lamp. And yes, you could if you started a fire here, it would light the entire island on fire.
Well, okay, you said it's pretty sheer. Are there flat places? Are there perches that we can see from here? Could I teleport maybe with a rope from point to point and maybe help people up?
You like so Pixel, you could actually probably teleport up there, but the other ponies have to. There's like little crevices in the rocks and maybe some kind of overhanging branches you might be able to get a hold of. Basically,
could I teleport with a rope or a vine or something and then drop it down to allow everyone to climb up?
I think there's not really any viney plants here. It's mostly like palm trees and thorny bushes, which just kind of dry and crackly. So, you can teleport up. Basically, you can teleport if you want. AC and Chef are going to have to climb their way up.
How far up is it? How far are we talking?
It's 15, 20 feet.
What if could we convince the Philly Scouts to maybe take their bandanas and tie them together to make a rope?
Oh, it wouldn't be enough, especially to support like your larger weights.
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you think you guys can handle the climb?
Well, I can certainly try. I mean, I'm a fairly athletic pony.
That's true. AC?
Yeah.
That's right. Well, he's Guide Commando, so I'm sure it'll be no problem.
You
All right.
handle this.
As you're conferring, in background, the Hellfire just I can't even whistle. I'm all stuffed up. She just whistles, and they immediately begin and all the Philly Scouts begin climbing pretty handily, and the Pegasi among them just kind of fly up. Come on, slowpokes, hurry up!
All right.
Okay.
We climb.
I guess I will teleport then, because I am not a climbing pony.
We climb ponies now.
To cast teleport, Pixel, you have to roll to cast it. So
Okay.
Just roll spellcraft. 'Cause I'm assuming you can take a few seconds to concentrate, which will reduce.
Okay.
So just go ahead and roll spellcraft.
All right, D8. A 7 on the D8.
Okay, you're good. So Pixel, like a filthy cheater as usual, just teleports up to the top.
Okay, thanks.
Appears in a flash of pink light.
I did my best to come up with a solution for you guys.
So at this point, it's just AC and Chef are at the bottom getting prepared to climb. As they're getting ready, though, one of the Philly Scouts calls out and points, and there are spiders creeping out of the jungle towards the two of you.
No.
Oh man, we gotta get moving, guys.
This is the opposite of what I want.
There's several dozen spiders here too.
Dun, 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 dun.
What are you guys gonna do?
Climb? I'm going to fight off 20 spiders.
Oh, you might in your current state.
AC is going all last action hero on us.
Be like, go on without me.
Get to the chopper. So AC and Chef, go ahead and roll athletics.
All right, well, I have it at a D4, right?
Mm-hmm. Which you just gained, thankfully.
Yes. It's a good thing I was practicing climbing the mountains, for sure.
It says it's untrained.
I rolled a 5 on my D6 and a 4 on my D4, so I roll that again, right?
Yes.
And a 1. So a 5 and a 5.
All right, AC.
And that's a 6 and a 4, correct, since it's untrained?
And yes, and you have -3 to both for untrained and your fatigue.
I'm so boned.
You have your bennies. Don't screw up like you always do.
Yeah, a 1 and a 3.
Is that with the modifiers?
No, that's without the modifiers.
Okay, so you get a 0. So
Pixel, come pick me up.
She can't teleport with other characters.
Upgrade your skill. Let me think.
AC immediately tries climbing and promptly fails, and is just kind of going, Yeah, like scrabbling at the rocks as the spiders come perilously closer and closer. Chef does manage. He manages to very like with a lot of wheezing and like lifting, manages to get him scrabble himself up to the top.
Oh man. Whew.
Hellfire yells, "Come on! There's spiders down there!"
No shit.
Shoot. Crap.
Hey, I got an idea. Take my crossbow and cover me. Levitate it off of me while I climb, so that way you can cover me.
You could. I mean, like the Philly Scouts also have spears and such.
Yeah, but are they going to throw the spears? They look like pokey spears.
Spears can be thrown. I mean, the question is, do they want to sacrifice their spears for us?
I doubt it.
Probably not.
Yeah.
She is, there.
Well, I can try and repeat the flash in the eyes thing to any spider that's nearest to him right now.
I mean, you do have your burning torches and lanterns and such.
We're going to need those yet, though, too. We could throw one. I mean, we could throw one at the base and hopefully keep them away long enough for him to climb up.
As I say,
Right.
you could always just levitate that crude crossbow off of me and then cover me as I climb.
I'm not sure how much faith I have in the crude crossbow.
It is an improvised weapon, so if you roll a 1 on the attack die, it breaks.
I think I'd be better off levitating a torch and swinging it back and forth around him.
Please don't burn me.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
do that to try and keep them off me.
Yes, not like into your tail. I'm talking in a wide arc around
if
you.
we light him on fire, then the spiders won't want to eat him.
This is the perfect plan.
The camera just went dark, AC.
Oh, did it? My camera.
Yeah.
I'm showing that the camera's still good on mine. Would you, for both or do?
It
Yeah,
says we're
it's-
live, but people are saying the stream died.
Hey, sweetie, the stream died.
I see Bernieville right now.
Sweetie.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, the stream does look like it died.
Don't worry, the voices in your head will fix everything.
Of course they will. They always will.
Just be glad she's not telling you to kill people. It's like Son of Sam or something. Yes.
Okay, let's see. Should be initializing again.
Is it still recording though? Like the audio?
Yeah, the audio's fine.
I'm always paranoid.
Hey
after
guys,
the-
we're back. I don't know what that was. No, don't worry about it. I forgot to do that during the show too, so that's not a big deal.
Aha! I have picture and audio.
I'm still
Yep.
not getting video here, but it sounds like everyone else is. Oh, there it is.
Right.
Hey guys, we're back.
Ah, I think it was. I don't know. I think it was just that camera angle, but I thought for a second I thought AC wasn't wearing pants.
Camera fades out. He has pants on. Camera comes back. No pants.
Saucy lad. So anyway, like to pick up where we left off.
Hold on, I'll just do this. I'll just position my leg right here. Imagine what you will.
Who I am, where I come from, if I have pants on. So anyway, back to where we were. Pixel will actually with a floating torch. I'm actually Pixel Kitty's roll spellcraft.
Spellcraft coming up. I just put dice away. Let me grab them again. Don't know why I did that. All right, here goes. It's a 5 on the D8 and a 4 on the D6.
Okay. I roll for the spiders, and I spend a Game Master Benny, which once again gets me like dick. Ugh. Anyway,
Yay!
you managed to. That was an opposed roll, so the spiders are not agile enough to leap past your floating torch. And you managed to fend them off for a little while longer. AC, what are you like? Are you gonna continue trying to climb?
Do I have any option? I'm trying to, unless I can, like, use my feat of strength to burrow a hole into a wall.
You can't quite do that, but
Oh, I've got a great one.
Okay.
I want to use the feat of strength so that, literally, when I climb, I'm literally just, kish, 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 like literally just getting up by burrowing my hooves into the wall.
All right, Ace. Actually, I will accept that as a use of unstoppable.
Okay.
So AC uses it, like with the time he forces his way up the wall, again once again because he's slipping into some sort of weird like alternate personality.
Another one game. I'm some sort of like secret agent, like able to negotiate someone from, blowing up an airship. The other one, I'm some sort of crazed, gone tribal.
I'm going through a lot of we're going through a lot of tropes here.
I'm glad I can be the one. All right, so explain me. I'm losing my mind.
So you spend your uses of unstoppable. If you want to use it again this session, you have to spend a Benny.
Roger.
But so you managed to force your way up, and the Philly Scouts kind of like, all right, that was pretty good. Now go, and they all take off into the woods. So you all keep heading closer, and you're now up in like the top half of the peak. Getting dark. There's more and more webs, more and more such. But at last, you guys reach the peak of the mountain.
Yay!
You're on top of the island. You finally see daylight.
Oh, thank goodness.
So this is the top of the island. It's just kind of like it's like just kind of a rocky area. It's like slightly like bowl shaped. As I said, you can tell there like probably thousands of years ago there was a volcano here, but it's since then it's just overgrown with like grass and there's rocks and a few trees. But yeah, from here you can kind of see from here is actually a very good vantage point. You can see the entire island, and you can see some of the other islands off in the distance, but no boats as of yet.
Can we see spiders climbing up after us or making any kind of movement towards us?
As you left, yeah, because since Pixel had to run, she couldn't keep waving the torch. You can only assume that they're probably following you.
I would say we need to gather up. We should probably divide into two teams. One team is the fire team and starts building up the bonfire that we're going to set tomorrow and hopefully attract the attention of the cruise ship. The other needs to gather up as many large rocks as we possibly can to start kicking down towards the spiders if they make their way up towards us.
Smart. Okay, well, that sounds good to me.
I look at Hellfire and I say, but I leave it up to you. This is your troop now, and I'm not really in a position to tell them what to do. Or you.
Good that you say that. Are we gonna have to camp here for the night?
Unless we want to make our way back down and up again, which I don't.
All right. She's yelling orders. All right, all of you, set up a perimeter here, and here. Put the food in the center. Get another fire going. The Philly Scouts like salute and immediately begin going about their business.
Well, they seem to be working on the fire and their food. There's grass, you said. I guess we could eat some of the grass if we're hungry.
Yeah, there should be enough to last you like a day or so.
I say we eat, and then we find the biggest rocks we can and start getting them to the edge of the precipice here.
Okay.
Can I anti-fatigue now?
Yeah.
You're all gonna have to go to sleep here in a second, or at least like camp for the night. The whole journey up, the journey up, like after talking to the Philly Scouts, and the journey up the island is taking the greater part of the day. So the sun's starting to set at this point, and you can see they pull out their little like Philly Scout brand entrenching tools, and are already building fortifications.
Excellent.
And for now, with my crossbow against my arm, I am the sturdy watchman, keeping an eye of the rim.
And you have an arm all of a sudden.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
An arm sprouts from his chest.
oh, this is getting weird.
He's got a mom tattoo and muscles and everything.
Oh God. AC, a mutant now.
He's Trogdor.
There we go.
All right.
Okay, so I'll take that though. So the Philly Scouts do a lot of do the brunt of the work. They set up rocks on the outside, rocks that can be pushed. It sounds like they have fortifications. They have their spears already, and they start a big bonfire and start snatching nearby palm fronds, and so it starts giving off a big, thick, green, black smoke.
Well, they're really good.
So while okay, so is there anything else you wanted to do before it's nightfall?
I keep my horn lit and I contribute what I can and I move what rocks I can, but I guess we're doing everything we can at this point.
Okay. Yeah. So okay. So as nightfall happens, all three of you roll vigor.
All right. Vigor.
Oh, I have a good vigor. I keep forgetting.
Wow, I rolled a double one.
Oh.
I rolled a
This is
3
really
on the
tiring,
D8 and a
guys.
4 on the D6.
And I rolled 2 5s, and I have that -1.
Okay. So what, Pixel? What did you get?
3 on the D8 and a 4 on the D6. Not all that good.
Okay. No, 4 is enough.
Okay.
Chef, however, apparently you rolled snake eyes.
Yeah,
Okay, that's bad.
that's bad.
Yeah, really?
So AC, and what was your total? I think you said you got a with the
I
minus. You
ended
got a
up
4.
getting 2 5s, but I have that -1 for fatigue, so that'd be a 4.
Okay, so AC and Pixel do not have any ill effects, but Chef, who's been helping, he's been helping the Philly Scouts move rocks around and such, is starting to feel really, really woozy.
This
So-
is-
Oh, poor Sandy.
He's gonna be the Spider Queen.
You don't feel like you're tired from like moving rocks around. There's something like you're feeling really weird, like sick and warm and all sorts of other stuff. But currently, it's a level of fatigue.
man.
I go over and I talk to Hellfire and I say, I'm assuming at least a few of you have merit badges in first aid.
She goes, "Yeah, what about it?"
Our friend doesn't seem to be feeling very well.
All right, she whistles and like a little filly who has a Red Cross badge on her is going to take a look. So I'm going to roll for the. She's rolling healing here. Ah, I got a 4. She can help. There's nothing she can do about it, but Chef, you have radiation poisoning.
Oh, I don't want to lose all my hair. I'm gonna look weird without my coat.
Could she come over and help me with my fatigue too?
You'll be able to sleep that off.
Ah, dang! I tried. Radiation poisoning. Good going, Sandy.
I thought the glowing rocks were pretty cool. Oh man.
Here, we can kick these down. They're shiny.
Okay.
Not a clever pony.
So yeah, he's currently suffering from currently suffering from severe radiation poisoning.
This is bad.
Severe, holy cow.
Who knew that this was Equestria 1,000 years in the future, and the site that we are on top of is ex-Chernobyl?
It's the like nuclear waste repository.
Are any of the Philly Scouts feeling these same effects?
Not that you can see.
They're made of hardier material.
I can roll for them.
I'm trying to figure out where we picked this up, or if it's where we're at right now that's causing.
Well, supposedly this is where the uranium was.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. The Philly Scout. I just rolled for them. The Philly Scouts are doing fine.
It's only Sandy.
Oh boy.
He's a very delicate pony.
Apparently so.
You likely went down and like just ended up eating grass in a part that was heavily radiated. Oh, this grass tastes funny, but I sure am hungry.
This salt lick is weird, but cool.
But weird.
Yeah, so as night falls again, the bonfire keeps things lit along with your torches and such. And the Philly Scouts help like set up like a fortification, like spears out and everything. Right.
And I'm there the whole time.
Hellfire's marching around doing like her patent impression. All right, so yeah,
I would like to train myself with the crossbow.
It's like their target practice.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with
He used
that night falls, and as I said, and as you're all heading off, AC is probably trying to take a rest because he's tired.
Yes, after tying a part of the inner tube to my forehead as a makeshift bandana. Yes.
It'd be really hot.
It would, but it looks so hardcore.
So AC, as night falls, sure enough, there's a call of alarm from one of the Philly Scouts on the perimeter, and it looks like the spiders are attacking again.
All right. Well, I'm rushing to the perimeter. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are each of the player characters? What are you guys doing to help fend off spiders? I'm not doing this like in full combat fashion because that would take. There's literally hundreds of spiders pouring out of the jungle. So what are you doing to help fend them off?
I guess I'm going to, since I'm not that good at kicking and things, I'm going to pick up rocks of 80 pounds or less and hurl them to the best of my ability at spiders coming up the mountain.
Okay. And AC, what are you doing?
I'm firing my crossbow.
Of course he is.
He goes, "Twink, there, I fired my crossbow." And then, Chef, even in your addled state, what are you doing?
Trying to not vomit. Probably.
You fail at that.
Oh, ew.
And horses can't vomit. It's really weird.
They can't? Wow, you learn something new every day.
Really? Huh.
I don't know. Pinky was doing a pretty good job of it after eating the baked bat.
Yes.
Now I've
There
got to
we go.
go search.
We'll go with cartoon pony logic on this one.
So, I guess I'm keeping an eye out the other direction, see if any spiders are coming from the other side.
Okay, so you're trying to keep. They're coming from all angles, basically.
Oh.
It's a spider fight at the spider corral.
Wow, horses really can't vomit. That's weird.
Okay, so he'll help keep watch. All right, so Pixel, go ahead and roll spellcraft. I'm improvising slightly, but we'll see how good you are at hitting things with rocks.
Oh boy, let's go. Okay, 2 on the D8 and a 6 on the D6, and then a 4 on the D6.
So what's your total?
10, plus any bonuses or negatives that I have forgotten about already.
No, okay, 10 will be good.
Okay.
And then AC roll fighting, and this is at. I'm assuming he can get enough rest. He's got enough rest at this point. I'll say he can lose his fatigue level.
Yay.
It's been a while since he was stuck out in the storm. So So that penalty is gone, but the crossbow has a -1 to it because it's made out of sticks and rubber.
Aw.
So go ahead and roll fighting -1.
I got a 5 and a 6. And a 6. And a 6.
Dude!
And a 6. And a 6. And a 5.
Okay,
All
so
the spiders.
A
dead.
6 and a 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 5.
So it's 35.
35 minus 1.
-1 for the.
I stopped every spider.
Yeah, and actually, with that, like AC finally goes full Schwarzenegger.
I'm you guys actually did see me on the dice cam, correct?
yes.
I wasn't BSing any of that.
It happens sometimes, but that's awesome that happened.
Oh, that was ridiculous.
That's awesome. I'm gonna. So, all right, with that, and then Chef, go ahead and roll. Go ahead.
Did I win? That's great.
Chef, go ahead and roll notice. You're gonna even in your
All right.
partially radioactive state, you're gonna help you're gonna spot for the Billy Scouts who are kicking rocks and throwing spears.
You know, if I make it back home, That dang pink horse is gonna say I have a glowing personality. I just know it. 7 and 3. Wait, I rolled the wrong dice. I rolled a D4, not the D6. So 7 and 3. Hey, gotta make sure I'm rolling the right die.
Oh, sorry, your fatigue should be -2 because it's severe radiation poisoning.
Okay, so 5 and 1, but
Okay, so 5. All right, so with that though, Pixel does an admirable job of rolling rocks down at spiders and keeping them at bay. Chef he's in between throwing up, is keeping an eye out for spiders that are trying to sneak their way in. And AC meanwhile has already made a pile of sticks and rocks and is firing them as fast as he can at the incoming spiders, and manages to cover an entire quarter of the mountain himself.
Hellfire has to be impressed by
Yes, no. Hellfire is definitely very very impressed with your completely insane. Now he may still be stupid, but he's effectively stupid. So with that though, one last thing. So it's the night wears on, and the spider attack seems to be like pulling back and weakening, but effectively stupid. At long last, just as it seems like things are the spiders finally retreating. There's a little all three of you are together as you're in like a foxhole essentially. Philly Scouts have already turned this place into a fort.
Back to back to back.
So between a couple of rocks, and then but with it, Chef manages to spot it just as it comes creeping in. But the spiders are trying to make a final stand, and when a figure comes lurching into the light in front of you.
Oh, guys, what's this? Something from the woods? It's bad.
All of you are going to roll. You're going to make fear checks, which is a spirit roll.
Oh man!
And this is an unmodified one, so it just rolls just spirit. That's it. Do not apply your fatigue penalty to this. I think.
Okay. 6. I rolled double 6s.
Okay, roll. They keep exploding, as AC so handily demonstrated.
Yes. Oh. I dropped my dice under my desk. Oh.
All right, you ready for this, Roger? A 3 and a 1.
6 and a 5. So 11.
Okay, so Pixel and Chef are horrified, but not particularly affected by it. Meanwhile, AC screams like a little filly who's not one of these fillies because they are all badasses.
Suddenly, all the insane courage runs out at one.
I'm just kind of like, oh, fine. We took care of the.
Yes, AC, roll a D20.
Oh, whoa! I've actually got to summon one of those. Hold on.
It's only used. D20s are only used in a couple areas in this game, and this is on the fright table. And just roll that; it doesn't explode. Just whatever the result is.
Okay, let's see. Oh, this is like the worst dice ever. Hold on. Let me see if I can style it real quick. There, that makes it easier to see. All right, big money, big money, big money. 18.
You actually want to roll low on this.
Oh.
Well.
Oh man, this is amazing.
Oh no.
No, this is great. This is character development. So, AC, you are panicked, and you have developed a major phobia of spiders.
Oh no.
Yeah, no. AC lets out like a high pitched scream as what you recognize as the Scoutmaster.
All right. Hold on, I gotta prepare myself for this one.
do the David Ryder scream.
Wilhelm.
and once again we have a picture for this. So let me post it.
Oh, yeah.
We have the half pony, half spider.
Oh
my God.
Oh wow.
That's terrifying.
Okay, I just failed my fear check. That is terrible.
You two are holding fast, but AC is panicking. So he's panicked, which means he is considered shaken and is just running away.
Pretty much.
So for this quick combat, for the moment it's just Chef and Pixel Kitties.
AC, no! You're gonna run into the woods! The spiders are there!
I absolutely do love. I love the fact I was such a badass like 30 seconds ago.
Lots of tiny spiders, that's fine. One mutant pony spider, I'm out of here. I'm out.
Guys, I never agreed to this.
I didn't want this.
I never
Asked.
I never wanted this.
He puts on his augmented shades and runs away. So I'm gonna roll. So I'm gonna draw initiative here. So real quick. So this is the mutated scoutmaster is trying to jump you, as the rest of the spiders are routing.
Okay.
So
I hate that. Ugh.
Chef, Queen of Clubs, Pixel Kitty's Joker.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
And I applied since Chef was the one being the lookout when I asked him what he was doing, and he rolled a successful notice and actually beat the pony spider's stealth at that point. Otherwise, it would have gotten another surprise round jump on you.
Well, I'm glad that didn't happen.
So Pixel Kitties, the way this works is when you draw a Joker in Savage Worlds,
Yes.
you can go anywhere in the this turn's initiative order that you want. So, including up to interrupting another character's action. So you could go first if you want, or you could wait for the spider pony to do something, and then you could do something in response.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to I guess since Chef is the first, I'm going to let him do his thing, then see what the spider's going to do.
Okay. And also, when for this turn, since you have the Joker, you have a +2 to all your rolls.
Nice.
Okay.
So, Chef, you're up, even though you are sick to your stomach and suffering from radiation burns.
Alright, I am oh, come on. Oh, for goodness sake, I just want to go home.
Meanwhile, Cider in the distance.
Spider! So what's up? There's a half pony, half spider going and bearing down on you. The other Philly Scouts seem to notice this, but they're busy fighting off the other spiders.
So, I'm gonna try to intimidate it. I've seen worse than you.
No way.
You don't scare me, but these little girls, they're gonna want a piece of you. But I'm gonna get it first. And I try to charge at her, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, you stumble. Okay, so I'm rolling for the half spider. Neither of you armed. She has equal or higher strength to you, or she has the same strength as you. So there's no bonus from that. So
Okay.
Roll your intimidate, but you have your -2 penalty because of your radiation sickness.
So I rolled a 6, so that's a 4, and then my
Wild die.
D6 was a 6. That's good. But that's
Yeah.
a 4. Do I roll again?
Well, the second one was a 4.
I rolled a 6 on my D10 and a 6 on my D6.
Reroll the
Okay, yeah,
6.
you re-roll the D6.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
And 4, so 8.
Okay, so you get an 8. The radiation the pony rolls a 9, so she manages. It doesn't seem to affect her and continues heading towards you. So the half pony, half spider former scoutmaster is attempting to let's see, just something. Oh, she's going to attempt to attempt to grapple you. So Pixel, do you want to step in?
Shoot. The problem here is that she's not a monster. She's not a spider, so I'm afraid to do anything too horrible to her. Yeah, I guess I'm going to try the bright flashlight in her eyes again to try and distract her from attacking him.
Okay. I mean, you can. You have multiple options if you wish. She can. Yeah. So
Explain to me the situation again one more time. Okay.
So you're all in the three of you were off in your own little area of the fortification. And there's spiders all around. And you've been keeping that, but just as the little spiders are been retreating, the mutated Scoutmaster spider pony jumped you, and AC ran away.
Right.
Chef did put up a heroic effort to try to intimidate the Scoutmaster, but is currently suffering from severe radiation poisoning and is thus not entirely himself. And so she is galloping forward and is going to attempt to spider grapple him.
Can I add? I don't know if I was able to pick up on any of this or not. Is she feral? Is there any glimmer of intelligence left in that pony? Or
roll notice.
okay, notice is a 6. Okay, 5 on my highest die.
5. Okay. I actually, since that's a creative question. It does, just from the way she responded to his intimidation, it does seem like that there's still some pony intelligence left in there. So you get the idea that she would probably respond or at least understand you at a rudimentary level.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try persuasion on
Okay.
her. All right, I'm going to yell, "Hey!" and I'm going to say something along the lines of, "Please, you were put in charge of these little ponies, these little innocent fillies. They've depended on you for guidance and support and friendship. You're responsible for their tiny lives, and they need you more than ever to be their leader and their scoutmaster and the one they look up to." And I guess something like that.
So you're lying.
Yeah, for the most part. But,
Go
you
ahead.
know, people become scoutmasters because generally they have an interest in helping kids. So hopefully
Yeah.
it'll appeal to that.
Well, go ahead.
8. Okay. And then 7. So 15.
All right, so I'm rolling for the Scoutmaster's smarts defense. Oh man, I'll spend my Game Master Benny because. Okay, that's slightly better. So what was your total again?
15. Plus, I don't think I have any bonuses. Do I? Persuasion is a.
Well, okay, so the
You have your
persuasion,
charisma.
the persuasion clash of wills is you have your charisma, so you do even like she doesn't care about the noble thing.
Mhm.
It's pony spider, but she does. I do have her written. She does have a negative charisma since she's an evil looking spider.
Mhm.
So you have a higher charisma, which gives you a +1, and you also have a higher smarts, so you have another +1. So you have a total of +2 to your roll, so 17.
So 17. Yeah.
Okay, and with that Game Master Benny, I managed to get a decent roll. I got a 9. So
Okay.
17. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's exactly a success with 2 raises. So the scout leader Spider Pony is shaken and suffers 2 daunts. Right, okay, so if you can get 2 more daunts or wounds or any combination of that, you can take her. She's down basically.
Okay.
But no, that was a very impressive first roll.
Okay. I don't know how many
She-
rolls like that I have in me.
Your speech seems to just totally stop her in her tracks for a moment, but she's still in the middle of trying to grapple AC. Or
Have the
Chef,
Philly Scouts noticed that there's some crazy stuff going on our side right now, or are they still dealing with the other spiders?
Probably they're just starting to notice what's going on. Every round of combat is 6 seconds,
Okay.
so it's you basically just had you thought about it for a second and then let out that speech. So it'll take them a round or 2 to actually be able to get over to you. So Chef, go ahead and roll fighting.
All right. Because I don't
And-
want to get eaten. Ah!
And you have a -2 to that because you're radiation poisoning.
Oh,
But
I've got a 4.
She's also and she's also got a -2. So
So I rolled a 5 on my d6 and a 4 on my d4, so I get to reroll my d4. And a 3, so that is 5.
nice. And she rolled a 5, but has -2 from daunts that she suddenly occurred. And I've spent my last no, actually I need to roll to see if she becomes unshaken first before I even do that. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, never mind. I directly go back. I roll Snake Eyes for her spirit roll to become unshakable.
Oh,
So she just kind of stops and looks very sad at Pixel's speech and stops her advance against Chef. I'm just gonna roll that.
I'm sorry to say, Roger, but I really do like playing with you because it seems like you always have the worst rolls for us.
I know.
I do. It's weird. These dice are totally schizophrenic in what they roll. So, but I'm gonna roll just that Snake Eyes on a spirit roll. In that case, she's just stopped dead in her tracks at that point. So I'll draw initiative again. AC is still fleeing.
No, I'm advancing in a different direction.
Yes.
I'm
As
gonna go
AC
all the
is
way
obvious-
around. I'm gonna go all the way around the world in the exact opposite direction. I'll be double backing on her.
I'm
just a couple years.
checking out all the Phillies are okay. I'm telling them the situation the only way I can think of right now, which is Big Spider Queen.
Okay. I had to shuffle because whenever you draw a Joker, the deck always gets reshuffled. Oh. Okay, so Pixel, you have the Ace of Hearts.
Okay.
Chef has the Queen of Hearts, and the Spider Pony has the Jack of Clubs. So it's Pixel, Chef, Spider.
And so you both kick her down in 2 hits and done.
Yay!
Okay. Is there any chance that I might know the Philly Scouts motto or speeches or anything like that I could use against her for persuasion further?
Okay, the Philly Scouts motto is now "Death is certain."
Wow.
Death is certain. That's not a very inspiring.
I don't know. That's pretty inspiring.
What's the Assassin's Creed motto?
Nothing is true, everything is permitted.
Yes. Nothing is true.
So we're turning them into assassins.
Pretty
There, I
much.
just posted it. There's the Philly Scouts motto.
Death is certain.
Oh my gosh! Wow, I'm gonna have trouble working that into an inspiring speech.
I never knew that the Philly Scouts were nihilists.
All right.
I think the full phrase is "Death is certain, but life is not." So go ahead.
Yeah, so those scouts are pretty hardcore.
Oh no! No, don't worry. They're just nihilists. They don't mean anything.
Believe in nothing. We believe in nothing except delicious cookies.
That's a pretty good thing to believe in. All right. Well, I'm going to attempt the same line of thinking, I guess. I'm going to continue to press the point that these are young minds being developed by her guidance and her strength of character and her belief in herself and the tenets of the Philly Scouts organization. And I'm going to attempt another persuade.
All right, go ahead.
All right, here goes. Let's see, 6 on the D8 and 6 on the D6.
Okay, so
And then a 4 on the D6, so that's 10.
and you're still you still get the same Clash of Will bonuses from last
Okay.
time.
So 12.
12, and then and she's got 2 dunts, so she has a -2 to her roll. So let's see. Oh, God damn it! There's swear number 1 or something. Okay, nice. Okay, she gets a 9, which is now a 7. So you have a 12. So you and she's still shaken, unfortunately. So that's it.
Is she out?
Yeah, that was 2. That's 2
Wow.
dots up there.
Woohoo!
With that, she kind of goes "Brrr," and lets out whatever noise giant spider ponies make.
And then the
Spider
Philly Scouts
pony
rush in and
noise.
stab her to death with spears.
Good look at Pixel Kitties just one-shotting an enemy here. Like one-shotting a boss.
With kindness.
Look
Well
what
done.
you're look at the children. Oh, children.
Well, the children are armed with spears right now, so
Yeah, but she couldn't see them. She was focused on us. So we'll.
So Chef looks a little bleary-eyed and looks surprised as the mutant spider pony goes rushing off into the jungle with the rest of their spiders. And within a few seconds, the spiders have cleared out, and the area is silent once more. And shortly after that, AC comes creeping back, covered in like smeared mud, and his eyes are all red.
Oh, I didn't even notice that his little character was way far away in the screen. That's nice. Oh, there he's back.
I'm back.
He's back, but he is still small.
Oh, AC, you okay?
The Spider Queen is gone. It's okay.
I warned you about Spider Queen, but the Spider Queen, I don't look. She's still here. She's just right there. She's daunted, and I don't think that I want to see Spider Queen again. I don't really like it. It's not something I want to see. That's not cool.
So,
maybe you should lay down, AC.
I should probably lay down a little bit. I think I may have overexerted myself a little bit. I think a nap would be a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
If you didn't waste your energy running away, you would have been uninspired.
I'm sorry, voice.
Honey, you're a total coward.
Listen, voice in my head. I really don't want this right now. I've had a hard day.
I walk over to Hellfire and I say, seeing as how we all helped repel this spider pony attack, is there any chance my friend could have some cookies? I think he really needs them.
She goes. The Philly Who come over and they got their. She kind of sets her spear down. Well, all right.
AC, cookies.
Cookies. Cookies aren't spider queens.
No, they're completely the opposite of spider queens.
I like things that aren't spider queens. Look at it, delicious cookie. I'm gonna. The box of cookies. Delicious cookies, not spiders at all.
wow, he's really.
He's just laying curled up in like a fetal position, and he's got the cookie bag over his mouth like it's a feed bag. I must drown my trauma in tagalongs.
Those Samoas, you're the only comfort right now.
Oh, Samoas are amazing. Anyway, with that though, with the spider attack repelled, the next day comes, and sure enough, one of the Philly Scout lookouts spots your errant cruise ship on the horizon, and they signal back with a mirror.
Yay!
Awesome. Yay!
I'm glad they were skilled because we'd die otherwise.
Yes, what he said.
Indeed, and soon, when you eventually do get back onto the ship, Chef can get treatment for his radiation poisoning. You get back to your vacation, but unfortunately, you have to stop off at Praying Mantis Island on the way for supplies.
Oh no!
and that's it for today.
Yay!
Yay! I'm going bald. This is bad.
And I now have a phobia.
So yes, that was all well and good. You guys did everything. So I'll award 2 experience for this session.
Yay!
Huzzah!
Which just means Pixel, you have an advance now. So
Cool.
So you can spend it whenever you want. If you just want to wait until next time you play or something.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's hold off on that till next time. I did my best to not be violent within the spirit of the game.
No, you did. That's fine.
No.
Yeah, as I said, the things were usually scaled based on how people were doing at that point, but yeah, no, they turned out good. So,
what was the name of this adventure again?
There's absolutely nothing to be worried about.
That was a great name.
It's a reference to the Mystery Science Theater episode that this is based on. Appropriately called The Horror of Spider Island. If you've never seen that one is amazing.
I'll have to see it. I can't wait until you can do the Squirm episode. That's going to be good. That's one of like the weird, obscure late season ones. But I love it when the title card comes up and they just go, oh, "Okay," and they just roll in their seat. Oh.
No, yeah. AC, have you never seen the Horror of Spider Island?
I haven't seen that one. I'll have to find it.
This is all. No, it was all in vain. You have to go watch it. It's actually.
I do now. I do.
It's vastly. It's much different and way more sexist.
Way more sexist. I like that.
I mean, yeah, my girlfriend's chiming in here. Yes, the Horror Spider Island is like the most ridiculous one. This episode is very loosely based on it, but it is basically a guy trapped on stuck on an island with a bunch of exotic dancers, and there's evil spiders. Yes, more racist. This is true. But yeah. So I would actually let me bring that up. I would invite everyone to watch the episode that this is based on because it is amazingly hilarious. And there's a guy who looks exactly like Dr. Strangelove.
Sounds awesome.
I will link it here in the stream here.
All right, well, let's see. So we got 2 off of that one, which is a shame because that puts us just 1 point off from our next advance. Ooh.
Just means you have to play again later.
Oh, you're trying.
Oh, no.
I see what you're doing. You're trying to tease me here, Roger. You're just dangling the carrot in front of my face.
Yeah, carrot, sure.
Yeah. Wait. Huh? I don't know.
But yeah, so hopefully everyone enjoyed that. I purposely made that a little shorter than some of the previous games.
Well, shorter. We still got what 3 hours of that? 4
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, that's just fine with me.
Yeah, that was
Because it's
about
getting to be
perfect.
like 8 o'clock, and I'm like, man, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, it's a 9:15 here, so this is good.
Yeah, but that was substantial. That felt
That
like
was
a
really fun.
That felt
That
like a
was
really
And
good
hey,
one.
Really cool.
well, where did the stream go?
Oh.
I closed the stream
Stream's still there.
channel. No. I mean, I accidentally closed the stream.
So
How many hardcore people do we have sticking around at this point?
To watch us
A couple?
play tabletop.
A handful.
I do feel like I need to repost the artist who did all the art for us this game, who is awesome, and you should totally check out his DeviantArt page.
The art was great. I really loved having the little pictures. That helped
That
a
was
lot.
awesome.
Yeah,
I love this dice app. This is a really cool dice app.
he just about killed himself trying to finish this artwork in time. Because I gave it to him. I asked him with very short notice. Unfortunately.
Plus watch.
Yeah, that spider lady is that spider pony is gonna haunt my nightmares. Congratulations.
I don't actually see his stuff up on the DeviantArt though.
It's not on the. It doesn't look like it. It's mostly just private images. It looks like.
I don't know. I can see it. I see most of his stuff.
Yeah,
well,
but
I mean, I
didn't
don't see the
stuff.
pictures he did today.
Oh, yeah.
Cat is trying to climb and claw on my leg.
Good kitty.
You are no bad kitty trying to kill me.
Good kitty.
Kitty is trying to murder me with feet. You still have claws.
Let's say that's what cats do.
Here, you stand down there for a little bit. I gotta do an outro on the show. Okay, so that is awesome. So 2 points for us. That makes Sandy and I 1 point away from getting our next benefit.
Yep.
Our next raise, and we're deathly close to getting to our next level. What's after the novice?
After novice rank is seasoned, and as I said, when you go up in rank, there are certain edges and other stuff you get that are available only at that rank. You every time you go to a new rank, you get a new feat of strength.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to, you'll get a new one for free. There's certain things like that. Pixel, you'll have if you want to get more spells, you could get a season level spell at that point.
I like that.
So
More
all
spells.
What season was it?
Season of the Witch.
I enjoyed season 2 the best.
season 2 was the second half of season 2. I think
Yeah.
was the best.
Rob,
Yep.
making all the
But-
dice roll. It's great.
I do-
right.
I do feel a little odd. Like Joseph Flank, our artist, is doing a like massive, absolutely ungodly, massive group character portrait for my home game. I think what is it like? I think there's like 15 or 16 characters in the shot total.
Mhm.
Wow.
It's all 5 group members and a bunch of NPCs that have been important, and it's going to be awesome. And he's going to post that eventually, and you should all check it out because it's going to be a goddamn pile of ponies.
Pile of pony, you got my interest.
Very happy.
Well, you should also look out with pony piles. They get a little messy.
He's correcting me. He corrected me. It's 13 total.
Wow,
So-
you can see the camera. How weird is that? It's like staring into the looking glass.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually dice all along. You guys didn't know. I had fooled you.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
I was wrong.
Inception. All right, well, let's go ahead and call this. This has been. Let me look back here. There's absolutely nothing to be worried about. The tabletop special number 6. Thank you very, very much, Roger, for hosting this for us. It was a great game. Enjoyed
No
Yes,
ourselves.
thank you,
heavily.
Roger. You're awesome.
No problem. Always my pleasure.
Yep. Thank you, Pixel, for coming in here and playing again. Definitely need to get you in for another round. This is great.
Thank you for having me. I really, really, really enjoyed this. This is awesome.
Thing, if you want to play again, we will keep you online.
Absolutely.
Please do.
We
Please
need
do.
we need to 4-man it next time or 4-pony it next time and make sure we have a Pegasus. You know.
Yeah, if Paige was still interested in playing.
Definitely, I'm sure she would. All right, and thanks to Sandy for being Thunder Pony.
You're welcome.
Soaking up all the radiation so you don't have to.
Thank you, Sandy.
I am a radiation sponge.
Yes. And as always, thanks to the fans, those that have jumped in and stayed on the Justin TV chat, that listened to us talk for 3 to 4 hours on Pony tabletop role playing. I'll figure out, see if there's a way to get the video on this, because some of this is visual. All you would see really is me and the dice cam and the chat. But yeah, go ahead.
And-
This is. Oh, go ahead.
And can I do one final plug just to
Go for
just
it.
a reminder because I know this will be recorded, and I highly encourage everyone to check out the pony role playing forum that I've just set up. It is called Thrilling Pony Tales with an exclamation point, and you can find it at Thrilling Pony Tales, all one word, no caps, no underscores, .proboards.com. You'll be able to find a link to it from my DeviantArt if you check it out. Please drop on by if you want to play games like this. I will run stuff periodically. My school semester is just about over, and so there will be many opportunities to play with me and other people. So
Yes, and
come check it out.
And since your semester's over, you should come over here next time.
I'm stuck up here working.
Oh, you are? Okay.
I might be coming down, maybe. So we'll see. I'll keep you online.
Maybe.
I'll keep
Okay.
you informed.
No problem. All right. Well, that sounds good. And just to confirm, is that Tails as in TALES or TAILS?
It's TALES. I didn't quite go for the. I'll link it again, but
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you weren't how pun heavy you were going with that.
yes, it's. I went for the more pulp than pony pun.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, well, that sounds good. That has been our 6th game here. And yeah, we're going to go ahead. Hope you guys all enjoyed that. And we'll be doing another one of these in the future because we love doing them. So, all right. That's going to be it, kids.
Good night, everyone,
Good night.
All right.
Sleep
And-
well,
and-
everyone.
and donate to your local Girl Scouts.
Yes.
They need spears.
Even the punky ones that try and murder you in the forest. All right, sleep well.